Oh, I'm busy messing up my iPod or whatever this. It's not an iPod. Whatever this is. I'm busy on the chat with YouTube because they're literally messing with my channel. I'm not the only one that says this, you know. Oh, I'm tired today. It's super hot here. It was oh fuck. It was like 100 and something. It was like 100 and something. Okay, there I am. Can we see me? Okay, I understand. Yeah, I'm writing YouTube right now. Yes, go back 4 months. This is drastic. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm asking them why my subscriber count is going down. I'm down to no new subscribers. I was at 2,000, like in a 28-day time frame, or even 800, but now I'm down to under 50. So somebody be fucking monkeying around, right? Right. Okay, what is she saying? They're going to go, oh, it happens. La, 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 la. Does it? Do you want to block me so I can't get what I want? Oh my God. I know. Let's see. I understand. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Can you unblock me? Can you get them to unblock me? I know they're going to say they're not. Yes. Okay. So she's giving me 5 minutes. I'm contacting them. Oh, I know they're blocking me. They keep removing people. They remove me and my family members off the channel. Stupid. Anyhow, yeah, no, I know it's Shadowband. I have to email them and I have to come forward with it. God, what's it? Sorry, I'm wondering if I have rocks in my bras. I just felt something. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, it's just ridiculous. I got off work and yeah. A dentist appointment. Awesome. I just put makeup on. I had no makeup on. Yeah, is the YouTube, it's really weird. It's really, really weird. I don't understand what's going on, but they're literally every time I suggest. So obviously, and let me just say this, my live chat was removed. My live chat was removed from a couple of nights ago. And so obviously certain people know people, or they know technology, or they know what to do or say. It doesn't matter. I'm going to continue to say it. So, you know, it's that. Thank you guys. I just literally put makeup on while I was talking to Deanna on the phone. So they say they're a fraud. Yeah, I know. I know what they say. I know exactly what they say. Again, I don't believe it. There you go. Hi, Melinda. I still have my retainers on, you guys. This retainer, if there's lipstick on it, it's a retainer. Everyone check your favorite channel. They will, they randomly unsubscribe. My channel hasn't grown, and it was, oh shit, I forgot to wish Arlene happy birthday. Happy birthday, Arlene. Oh my God, you guys. I'm wishing Arlene happy birthday. I just remembered right this second. Oh my God, it's the 19th. It's the 19th. Oh my God, y'all. I forgot almost. I didn't. I remembered this morning. Yeah, here we go. Happy birthday. Oh my God. Yeah, there. Okay, sorry, you guys. I never get on here. I can't stop. I cannot stop doing it. Hi, Bethany. Oh my God. Hi from Nova Scotia. I think you meant to say, Heather. Did you mean to say Nova Scotia? Oh my God. Oh, you got your stitches out. Super great. I hate when they pull the stitches out. I'm like, oh my God, stop. They're like, it doesn't hurt. It's good you're still numb there. No, it hurts. It hurts. Yes, this is my boys. This is Chirpy, who just turned 30. This is Keithy, who would be turned 27. And this is my sunflower on Keith's head. And then I randomly put this here. And then Keith is down here. So the sunflower, I'm going to do flower. You know, I had to do flowers to break the monotony up. Oh my God, Ruger X Tattoos did it, and he's fantastic. Technically, he works with the dead or the crossed over. Don't be depressed. Oh my God, no, Bethany. I'm sorry you broke your foot. 30, you're a child. Wait, were you yes, I was, my oldest is 30. No, I was 24 when I had Jason, turning 25 a month after Jason. 1 month, 1 day, I was 25. And his father turned 47 Was that right? No, 46, 47, I don't know, 47 after we had Jason. So John turned 47 after, and I turned 45 or 46, and then he was turning 47. I don't know. There you go, 30 in June. There you go, Jinjin, exactly. So yeah, child bride. Aren't you flirty? No, I'm no child bride. My mother would have been 48. Oh, there you go. So your mother's young. Your mother's young. 48's younger. I'm sorry. I guess she passed. I'm sorry. Yeah, terrible, terrible. I love acupuncture. Got married. Oh, I got married when I was living with my first husband when I was 16, and I married him for 4 months. And then I ran screaming. That was at 19 though. But then I ran screaming. Yeah, I'm not really the marrying kind because, you know, it's not worth it. Oh, flirt, Daniel, flirt. When you say, was I a child bride? That's flirting even from a gay man. I'm sorry. Whatever. Definitely flirting. Anybody says child bride? That's a flirt. Okay, there you go. Oh, 10 years ago. Oh my goodness, that's a long time ago. Got married at 22. Yeah. Yeah, you can flirt and be gay. My gay friends, oh my God, my gay friends used to do my hair. Ryan, till he moved back to Beijing. Fucking Ryan. Best bleached blonde hair in Los Angeles, 2 salons in Beverly Hills. As long as I did readings for him on his boyfriends, then I got my hair done for like $80. That would piss people off because he charged like $500. So I'd be like, I'll tell you about your boyfriends. Give me names. Give me names and I'll tell you, just so I don't have to pay $500 because I can't pay $500. So that's what I did. Yeah, best hair. And he used to travel from Beijing to here. So I miss my blonde. Yeah. No, $80. I would give him $80. But I miss my blonde. Like that blonde was, oh, he would be like, sit down, shut up. And because I would say to him, let's see, just, okay, yes, sorry. This chick's texting me here and my ear just got itchy. Ooh. Anyway, he would sit there because he was Asian and he was so used to dyeing Asian girls' hair from black to platinum and then putting a bunch of colors in it. And so I would freak out when the bleach was on my hair for 50 minutes, 50, and he'd be like, no, it's been 40 degrees. Is that hot? 40 degrees. Oh, 40's cold, right? 40 degrees Fahrenheit. No, 40 degrees cold. Because we're like 97 to 105. Anyway, he would dye the black hair like bleached platinum and it was spectacular. And he would do mine a color platinum that is so lovely, I can't grasp anymore. No one will do it. No, it's like 80. Okay, there you go. 80's hot too. Aw, thank you, Amy. Oh, Amy, thank you. That's you, Amy. Thank you so much. Hopefully you understood it. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, yeah, so good. Good job, Amy. And you got the printout too, which is different but similar. So there. Yeah, so thank you for saying that, Amy. I'm glad. I have no idea what I said. I only know what I say when I'm saying it. So thank you so much for that, love. Definitely you're a healer, though. I remember that. Definitely. So you got to do that. Divorce is my spirit animal. Yes. You can't buy a full natal chart anymore. I'm like 10 behind. I can't even keep up. I cannot keep up. But you can buy like just the printout ones. Let's see what she says. Thank you. Please stay on chat while I am checking on this. Yes. Where does she think I'm going? See, they make you wait on chat while you're talking to a robot. Ottawa in the house. Anyway, I miss my bleached blonde hair with Ryan. Yes, you had a divorce party. I'm planning a divorce party. I'm planning it. Again, I had a conversation with the ex about Jason. I mean, something about Jason. And again, the conversation was, you did nothing for 33 years. You did nothing. I paid everything. And if I'd have answered, I should have said, so what I said is, you're right, I did nothing and I don't give a shit that I did nothing. How about that? But I did pop out 2 humans. So I will be having a divorce party, okay? You did nothing. You did nothing. It's all your fault, Sloan. It's all your fucking fault. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Ugh. It's not my fault. I did a lot. Okay, Sloan, is there going to be a world? Oh, I don't know about a blackout. He needs to stop. Every time I was calling about Jason, actually, not about him. I was asking something like, can you get this message to Jason? La, 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 la. And RSVP, Amy's RSVPing. So, yeah. So, anyway, it's always, oh, totally, literally. And then he says, yes, you can come to my divorce party. And then he says, I know somebody who's going to buy your website and your business. Okay, John, and anybody else who cares to think that, my name is Sloan Bella. You are not going to buy my name and my website representing myself. Again, no. Okay, yeah. He goes, I've got someone who'll buy it. I'm like, whatever, dude. He goes, I bought your first website. Yes, you did in 1999 or 2000, but it was under a different name. And then I switched my name because that website got hijacked. But he says, I'm going to take Sloan Bella. Yes. Well, Bella's my married name, but it's been my name my whole life. Yeah, of course he's undermining it. Oh, he's delusional. He's never going to be. You can't open up a psychic site and call yourself Sloan Bella because I am Sloan Bella. Okay? Oh, really, Ruth? No, that's fucking abusive. If you love somebody, this would not be the conversation. Bella's your daughter's name. Okay, that's so cute. But anyway, you can't take my. I mean, I'm sorry that you don't. I know he's tripping. It's like, whatever, dude. I know. This is duh. But I'm calling about Jason, so I have to redirect him. We're going to talk about Jason now. Please. Oh, he's so full of anger. He needs a hobby other than drinking. Oh God, Rita, thank you so much for that. Thank you. John needs a pacifier. Sorry, that's terrible. Thank you, Rita, for that. You're very generous. I'm sorry. No, I already have my name trademarked. It's in the process of being trademarked right now. It is my name. You're not taking, and you can't take my name and do what's in my head. For God's sakes. For the love of God. Oh, he sounds like it. Yeah. I'm not even worried about that. I'm sorry. This is making me laugh. Thank you again, Rita, for the super chat. Yeah, that's what he said today. I said, John, you can set a good example. And then I got this. Oh, what? Like climbing mountains? And I said, okay, dude, I'm not going to be critiqued because I'm sober. I'm sorry that I'm sober. You know, I'm sorry. I'm really fucking sorry that I don't drink. Oh, you were a drug addict when you were a teenager. You took LSD. Did I take LSD? Were you there when I was 15? Because that would make you a full-on pedophile if you were, again. Or are you taking information I told you when we first got together and shoving it in my face 35 years later, or no, yes, 35 years later, 40 years later to make me feel like a piece of shit because you think you're going to one-up me? No, I'm sorry. It's not happening. I can't stand it. It's. I know, right? Yeah, I'm just like, whatever, dude. Yeah, I took LSD. It's no secret. Like, there's nothing in my life that's a secret. Nothing. I know. It's so ignorant. It's just so ignorant, but it's every day. And I literally was calling about, so I'm going to have to change my phone numbers. So all you all that think, hi, Ashley, all you all that think you can reach me on my phone number, it's going to be gone now. So, yeah, I said, I'm not his victim. I was never his victim. I just didn't understand what was going on. This woman's like playing with my game. Please make this look, I'm just writing this shadow banning stop. Let's see. Upon checking what you are experiencing is currently normal. No, it isn't to go down that much. Nope. Not true. No way. No way. Okay, do you see it's normal? I would like to write you a letter. The P.O. box is down on the thing. Go down a couple of videos. I should put it in all of them. Yeah, I should do that. Go down. Yeah. Cry, Sloan, a river. Oh my God. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we must be having something. Tina Turner trademarked her name. I'm trademarking. It's been filed, so my name's trademarked. That's because the exes want to take it. Like, are you going to be psychic? I've got someone who'll buy your website. No one is buying my website. That's my name and likeness, you fucking idiot. No, 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 no. No. And we got his daughter wanting her last name back. Nope. Not happening. So no. No. Yeah, it's 122,000, but I usually get like 2,000 and they've been putting it down under 50. There are different reasons. Yep, stop shadow banning, please. Stop shadow banning me. Please. Okay. I can't even spell. I've got to end this. Thank you so much. Got to run. Got to run. Okay. Bye. All right. I shut that down. Okay. So hi, Bobby. Oh my God. I was working all day, Bobby. Bobby had this really interesting thing. She sent me this, this thing from Nancy Grace. I love Nancy Grace. She just is the best. Okay. Libra Lori loves Nancy Grace. Okay. So let's look what Bobby sent me. Where did Bobby send me this? I saw it. I was working, but I saw it for a flash of a second, read it, fell asleep. Okay, fell asleep. Let's see. Okay. So here on Nancy Grace, Bobby sent me this for my knowledge. Hi, Matthew. Cute Bobby. She sent me this. On Nancy Grace said one abducted girl can bring 6 figures to an abductor per year. That's human trafficking per year, okay? So that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Bobby sent me that. So let's not pretend it doesn't happen. Let's not pretend, okay? Oh, Nancy Grace is hilarious. Oh my God, I love her. I love her. I love her. What is wrong with her? Tina Turner is my cousin, twice removed. Thank you so much for reading on her. Oh yeah, Tina Turner. You know what? Oh my God. Oh my God, right? Oh my God, Tina Turner. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like just, and it's always the adopted kid that ends up getting killed. Oh, it's a huge industry. So why are we acting like it's not a huge Lana Turner too? I told you, we used to see Lana Turner. I've done that whole story. I'm not going to say it again. No one cares. Okay, please understand, this woman's trying to, shadow banning is what you are not actually experiencing right now. Seriously, please understand that fluctuations to channel are normal. It could be for different reason. It's not. Thank you for saying, I'm sorry. It's wrong. I must go. She's trying to convince me I must go. I'm obnoxious. Okay, it was hard to watch. What happened to her? Which one? Lana Turner? Oh, Tina Turner. Yeah. Tina Turner. Very hard. Well, Ike Turner, you know, this is interesting. Ike saw the potential in Tina, and he prostituted it. He's a pimp and a crackhead. And Tina decided she wanted to be her own free person. And she was 18 and she had a mug like a, you know, whatever. And he kind of spruced her up and she got all sexy. And so he felt like he owned her, like she was his business. And that's what she did. See, you didn't get a notification. They don't think I'm being second. You may be using a third. No. I'm not. Stop. I'm being shadow banned. It's obvious. They're saying I'm using a third-party subscriber counter. I'm like, no, I'm not, actually. No, I'm not. Okay, so the trolls are thick. Yeah, trolls are always thick. Don't pay attention to the trolls. Here's the important thing to understand. So we're going to talk about this. The missing children, like Carmen's daughter, the missing children, okay? The missing children, all right? Thank you. The missing children that go missing for 10, 12, 13 years. And the people that last see them, okay, end up doing things that are just disgusting with money. And it's obvious, okay? It's obvious what's going on. And anybody says it isn't just needs to go look up John of God, That's all you need to do. And you need to educate yourself on why 800,000 kids go missing every year. Why? Just because their parents steal them from the other parent? That's not happening. They also have baby farms. They have rape tunnels through Arizona. They have the four corners. They have people lying. Every time you write about it, they pop a cap in your head. Every time you mention the Clintons, you get killed. You know, it's Arkansided. Whatever. It happens. It's true. They're going to kill everybody. No one's going to stop. It's a sickening planet. It's sickening. Summer Wells was a ritual, okay? Her family knows what that is. She was a ritual. John of God, just absolutely, oh, no, exactly. John of God is ridiculous. They all go there. Why did they go there? Well, when you're a runaway kid, which I was 2 months after I turned 14, and you're on the streets, 2 months after I turned 14, you're a little kid. I had dark brown hair. I had dyed my hair green and tried to get the green out, and it was actually dark brown. But anyway, you're on the streets, and so they know who you are. So you're going to do whatever to make money. I lived in a flop house with needle junkies at the time. John, please report on that, how I was a junkie even though I late. But I cleaned a lot. I cleaned the needles for the junkies. Still, some of them got AIDS. I took the cigarettes out of the beer bottles. I rinsed them out and cleaned the needles, you know, that way. I'm not saying what I did or didn't do, but I lived in a house full of that. And I used to fall asleep on a pillow. People would throw up on it. I'd turn it over and go to sleep. That's what you do, okay? You do whatever you got to do. Flop house, drug den, whatever. You do whatever you do. So when they're saying that you're a runaway, and let's say you're in a third world country and no one cares that you run, I know it was very thoughtful. It was thoughtful. No, I couldn't stand they popping needles and everybody's the same arms. I didn't like that at all. I saw that done a lot. I really didn't like that at all. I didn't like that. That didn't seem clean to me. Virgo in the first house, I was like, this isn't clean. So I used to soak the needles so they could reuse them in bleach. Don't know if that actually helped, but in my head, that's what I did. Yeah. So anyway, here's the thing. So you're a kid like that. You're going to go wherever you can be fun, wherever someone's going to help you, and you're going to stay the night, right? You're going to go with the guy. You're going to go with the girl. You're going to do whatever. Truth be told, you're friends, but you can only crash at friends' house so long. So you're going to do that. Once you do that, okay, I didn't do the needles, so I'm fine. Muskoka, I love Muskoka. Once you do that, you're going to get introduced to pimps and prostitutes, gamblers, heroin addicts, strippers, small-time petty criminals, more male prostitutes than female prostitutes, okay? And then that opens you up to being on the street corner when you're under the age of 14 or 14, 15, 12, and you're on a street corner. So are you telling me if your kid's already on drugs and they run away and they start prostituting, you know where they went? Do you know where they went? Oh, I see. They just overdosed and dropped dead off the planet. Okay, right, sure, okay. So who's Donna? Who's Donna? But anyway, Donna Serafina hasn't been posting much. Okay, I don't know who Donna is. Do I know who Donna is? Oh my God. You guys have to remind me. But anyway, what you need to understand is in third world countries where, and this is actually how it goes down. Africa, Indonesia, I was just told this the other day, biggest trafficking area, Phuket, with Russian traffickers. Everything's in Russian. Why is it in Russian? Why? I'm not sure. I know who she is, Amber. I'm sorry. Everything is in. Maybe I do. I apologize, Donna. Are you talking about Athena Muse? Is that her real name? I'm so used to calling her Athena. If so, are you talking about Athena? If so, I do know Athena. But if she's Donna, then I can't remember Donna's her first name. I call her, you know, Athena Muse, if that's who you're talking about. Anyway, do the thinking before speaking. Okay, yeah, okay. You know what? Get off the channel. Go away. Okay, so here's the thing. No, different lady. Okay, then I'm not sure. Okay, Athena's different. I don't know who Donna is then. I don't know who Donna is. I'm sorry. Anyhow, when you are going into a third world country and you're in Africa or you're in Phuket or you're Indonesia and the sex trade is what they do you think when you're a runaway and they capture you, put you in a John of God situation okay? John of God, put you in a John of God situation, and you end up being caged, and you are a, what's the word? A breeder for children. Those children are born. There is no birth certificate, okay? I ended up in foster homes too for a minute. Like at 13, I was running away at 10, but at 13, I got caught in a few foster homes, and then I ran away for good and escaped. But anyway, do you think in those third world countries, once a girl is kidnapped, the parents have the knowledge, the wherewithal of where to go to the corrupt police department? Right? No. And then if they're captured and they're kept caged, how are they going to get out after 5, 10, 15 years? They're not. Those babies born, like in John of God, those are breeding farms, human breeding farms. Those babies have no birth certificates, no death certificates, no handprints. Fake IDs are easy to get, okay? And then what? And then what? Right? And then what? Right? Then what happens? Then they're sold. What are they sold into? Sweatshops, sex trade, parents who want kids for whatever reason, adoption, illegal adoption. Maybe they can't get kids. Okay, I have no idea what you people are talking about. I do know Army Hammer's out of the, whatever, and he admits to being a cannibal. I was just reading that. Prince Harry gives woke speech at UN. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Anyway, yeah. So if you're a runaway kid, you're already in a vulnerable position because your family, they may be looking for you, but you've had to leave them. So their allegiance lies with whoever's paying their bills and whatever's going on. Some mothers will look for their children when they realize what it is. So it's a huge problem. So when the kid gets, kidnapped, drug addicted, or scopolamine, when that happens, then what happens? They're John of Godded. They're in John of God circumstance. Yeah, see, exactly. Yes, that Rita, oh my God, that's what I'm saying. If your daughter did get kidnapped in India, what would you do to get her back? I know you'd be on a plane, and I know there's military men, but what would you do to get her back? Like, you're in India, what would you do? You're not going to win in India, so you are not going to win. You're not going to win. Nobody is going to win. So that's what I'm saying. And in America, they're doing it 800,000 missing kids. So let's be realistic about what goes on. In the case of somebody, I meant to say, did the information come out in the news? I don't know about what. But no, Rita, I'm serious. What are you going to do? I mean, thank God your daughter wasn't taken. Taken with Liam Neeson is brilliant. It is, I mean, the acting is like over the top with him and his guns. Okay, he's got guns. You and me, average housewife, average mom, who's going to pay attention to us? Nobody, right? But Taken, did you see how they had his daughter up there on a stage and all those Dubai type people? Natalie Holloway, exactly. All of those Dubai type people or sheiks or whatever, they bid on them like they're bidding on chickens at a farm. And we should stop bidding on chickens too. So that is how it happens. You could feel the energy off that video, the filthy, disgusting energy of those guys and the girls. They're bandaged and they're just looking at them as breeding potential, and they'll fucking kill you like that. They will fucking kill you in a hot fucking second, okay? They will kill you and they don't care. They just looking at your body like you're not important. So if you think in America it's good fucking luck, they'll take what they want. Now, the beautiful thing about being older is they don't want you. I mean, unless they just want to kill you for the hell of it. But they don't, maybe abduction money if you went over the border somewhere, right? But they don't care about kids. So don't think, have you ever found a, no, I never found a missing person while hiking that I know of. Yes, I can feel the energy of that. It's just very, I don't know what to say about it, but they have these kind of hubs, and they go through the trafficking, like Long Beach. Go to Long Beach and look at all the shipping carts backed up through Long Beach. Go look at that. So the energy of that, what are they using them for? Young, connected to the other side, and they can take all, they are demons. They are demons. And they use children ritualistically, sexually. Now, people like Cappy, gonna bring it up again, people like Isaac, people like this may actually be born into a circumstance in a family that's in a hierarchy of whatever, and they may try to go against their family religion. Now, let's think of that. Let's look at, I just forgot her name, and I was roommates with her sister. Oh my God. What the hell is her name? Leah Remilly. Look at Leah Remilly. Leah Remilly, born into the Scientology cult, according to her. Leah Remilly, born into that cult, okay? And she stepped away. Look at, I mean, she was public, so nobody actually killed her, but she stepped away and she pointed out what they did. So she was kind of born into it because she was a kid and her parents said, this is what you're going to do. I think this is the case with Cappy, Isaac. I think this is the case with him. I think he's probably born into a circumstance, into a group of people that are like gypsies, the bad kind of gypsies, not the good gypsies, but the bad kind of gypsies that roam the country from East Coast to West Coast, and they, you know, they pull scams, however you want to look at it. They're like a bunch of people, you know, we're going to scam you, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And if you go against them, just like Scientology, they threaten, attack, gang stalk, and fuck you up. But they didn't get Leah Remilly. So I think it's going on like that. Yes, like the Romanians, exactly. My neighbor was wrong. Let me tell you a funny story. He's dead now. I think Bethany actually bought his house. Keith's friend, Bethany. But, okay, so his name was Michael, and he was like from Transylvania. He was from Transylvania, y'all. And he would have been, I think, maybe 5 years younger than John or something like this. And so he lived there and he would come over. And so one day his backyard was at the pool. So one day he saw the kids and John going to the pool. So he'd come and he'd knock on my door. And he's like, oh my God, this girl that's staying with me. He always had these, he was literally Transylvania. He was from Transylvania, but he was Romanian for real. And he was a filmmaker and he traveled in and out of the country. And he always came back with younger women than him, like 30 to 40 year age difference. And they always seemed to be kind of high, and they would move in. They were cute, but all different kinds of women, like different looking women. He didn't have a type. And then they would stay there for a while and they would cook and clean, and they probably had to sleep with him or God knows what. And then they would disappear and I don't know where they went. So he knocks on my door and he says, can you come help me? Because I'm psychic and the neighborhoods know it. He goes, the girl that's renting my room, the girl he's fucking from wherever the hell she came from, he goes, can you come and help her? So I march over there and I go into his house, and this girl's at the table and she's in a half stupor, and he says to her, show her your tits. I swear to God. And I'm like, trapped. And I go, I gotta go. And he goes, my neighbor, he goes, literally show, he's telling the woman, right? And I'm just, and she's out of it. She's kind of at the dining room table like this. She's a cute brunette. I don't mind. She lifts her top up. I'm like, I can't read you with your top up. So he goes, oh, we don't need a reading. She's just really sad. And I'm like, well, that's okay. I've got to go, right? So anyway, I back on out the door and he goes, don't you want some vodka? Here's some tequila. I'm like, I don't drink, actually. See, if you're an addict or you drink, that's where you get pulled into it. I'm like, no, I got to go. Sorry. So me, myself, I know never to go back to his house, no matter what. So he's friends with John. He brings over deviled eggs to John. I'm like, don't eat them. Don't eat them, dumbass. Don't fucking eat them. Anyway, he'd come over and he'd sit on the porch and he'd knock on the door, and it was hilarious, okay? It was fucking hilarious. So it was really funny. Anyway, he did pass away. I know. No, I would see him and I'm like, John, he fucking, well, first, and it would come to my door and ask me to take my top off. And I'm like, I am not taking my top off. You on God's earth do not have enough money for me to take my top off right now. But see, he literally, I know, Deviled eggs. I don't no, seriously, deviled eggs. You remember them? Why are they deviled? Because you put paprika on them? I didn't understand. And pickled eggs. These were gross things. I'm not going to eat any of that. But you bring it to John, okay? No, this is Moldavite and Elite Shungite. And this is Moldavite and my cross. Anyway, it was hilarious. He was our neighbor until he passed away. He had a film studio in Burbank and all of that. No, I just laughed at him at a certain point. He became my friend, and when we got robbed, he kind of watched the house. I can get along with you. I don't know deviled eggs. No, I told John, don't eat the shit he brings over here. It's probably loaded. It's a loaded gift. Hello. Well, if you make the deviled eggs, but you know what? I'm like, why are you eating this? I just told you the guy wanted the chicken. See, entertainer's getting him sick. Anyway, wanted me to look at whatever. He had a new girl. And then the best roommate he had, the best roommate when my kids were little, was a guy from somewhere in Russia, a blonde guy, really fit, good look. I'm like, you cannot send our child to go look at this guy's fucking Olympic medal. The roommate, not the Transylvanian, not Michael. Anyway, long story short, that house was full of crazy ass liars and weird people. Here's a loaded gift. Here's a loaded gift. When there's a loaded gift, it means somebody cooks something with intention. So a woman might want a man, so she bakes some cookies with her period blood. Don't think that shit doesn't happen, okay? Don't think it doesn't happen. Or they get some witch to put a spell on the food so that the person eating the food falls for the spell, whatever that said spell may be. Or they cut a piece of your hair and wrap it in a gift and do whatever. Or they steal your urine, or they take your tampons, or they just hire someone to do the work. And here's a little clue, people, boys and girls. Just because you hire a witch to do a spell for you does not mean karmically you're in the clear, okay? If you want to take your neighbor's husband, oh, it's true. Please, Deanna and I, you have no idea. If you want to take your neighbor's husband, like you think he should be your fucking husband, right? They do take the blood. That's why I still, till this day, I don't get my period anymore, but I learned from working around groups of psychics, if you wear a tampon or pad, do not leave it in that, do not wrap it and put it in the public bathroom. Do not leave your hairbrush out. Do not leave your toothbrush anywhere. And in fact, I don't even leave my toothbrush anymore in my home bathroom. I hide it because I don't know what you do when you go in the bathroom, because people come into your house, especially men, they look around, they may do something and they may put a spell on there. Women do it too. You know, I just don't leave anything that I'm going to personally use. I mean, obviously the shit's in my shampoo. I guess they could carry something in there and do that. But like my toothbrush, no. I do not leave it out. I leave one in the jar, but it's not the one I brush my teeth with. And I throw that one out. So it's that way. So you need to literally be careful. People will give you gifts in order to do things. Yes. Take a hot trip to a club or gym. Oh my God, no. No. Try getting the bloody spaghetti out. Yeah, no. So no, they do shit with the toothbrushes. Men will go into he's just pushing your buttons. I don't know who's pushing your buttons. Anyway, men will go into, no, it is a ritual, Bethany. I'm saying that. You need to watch what people cook with. You need to know who you're getting your food from. And you need to watch who you eat dinner around. When you go, they could do that in the shampoo. They could. However, I would hear them in my bathroom because I can hear you when you're in my bathroom. But anyway, they do that thing. They do that all the time. So you need to watch. People send gifts to people. It isn't a joke. It's not a joke. It's for real. I worked with psychic. They do this. And just because you hire a witch or practitioner, black magic, to do a spell, I don't care what you do. Spirit cooking is a good example. They're conjuring up an entity, though. They're pulling in a deity when they do that. So just because you hire someone to do a spell on someone you hate, or take them out, or take their husband, or, whatever it is, just because you do that does not absolve you of the karma that goes with trying to manipulate and harm somebody, okay? Does not absolve you. Does not absolve you of that. There is always a consequence. You're the one hiring them. Therefore, it's still on you. You cannot throw your karma onto another person. That's what narcissists are doing. They're taking their shame and their fucked upness and they're trying to put it onto you. Okay, so it's a paper plot switch. I'm blue, I'm red, like this. They're switching it like that. That's what the, yes. Hide the tooth. Well, because I'm assuming they're going to put it up their crack of their ass. The people I know. This is the men that I know in my life. They're so fucking weird. I can't even tell you. I don't trust anybody in my bathroom. They open portals with your mirrors. They do all kinds of shit. That's what they do. They steal tooth. They do shit. They bind you with your toothbrushes. Look what they do. It is intention. They can take a toothbrush from you out of your house and they can take it. They bind it. Oh my God, they're binding you. It doesn't work. I unbind. I have no idea, Kimberly. I know, right? No, I don't know that women do it too. Women come in, psychometry is holding an object and reading the energy off an object. If you're a psychic, you don't necessarily need to hold the object. You can, but you can go past the object because it's energy. So psychometry is for psychics that need to pick up something and read the energy off it. That's psychometry. So it's very strange. People do all kinds of shit. They do all kinds of shit. When they tell you, and the person, obviously if you hire a hitman to kill somebody, just because you don't pull the trigger, you paid the dude that's his job. So you did that. You're not getting out of your karma. I don't care what you say. I don't care what the witches say. I don't care what practitioners say. I don't care. I don't care. So my son, there you go. See, they do that. You have to be careful. When I used to do readings, people would come to my house. They do all kinds of things in your bathroom. You have no idea. Deanna's, mine, everybody. I try not to use people's bathrooms when I go to their house. Like I literally won't eat or drink because I don't want them to think I'm doing that. So I don't want to go off in their bathroom, leave anything, do anything, whatever. No, no, no. I don't want to do that. I think of the Kabbalah. I think it's a thing. Yes, I remember that. Seinfeld dropped the toothbrush and she's brushing her teeth. Oh my God, right? I don't leave my toothbrush out anymore. I leave a toothbrush out, but I won't do it. How do you know if a medium's genuine? You have to judge it because sometimes they can do readings with one person and get information and other persons not get information. So it depends on personal experience. It's an art. It's not going to be 100% right all the time. You're going to get what you get the way you get it. It depends on your communication with the person. Every single person that comes to you does not mean you're going to get accurate information about them. That's not how it works. You connect energetically and you get what you get, and that's what you get. So, yeah, Bobby has a gate. Yeah, exactly. So it's a hard thing to know. You have to actually work with the person. Yeah, Ricky Martin, born into the club. Ricky Martin, born into the club. In the childhood group Menudo. You certainly don't think you got that kind of fame without being born into the club of people in the club where you're not involved in the club because they're hiding behind your energy. So it's really interesting. Yes, I think he did that to his nephew. Yes, I think he did. I just heard about it. People were asking me last week and I was like, I don't understand. Yeah, I definitely think they do it. I mean, you're born into the club. You're born into a family like Leah Remini was born into a family where they believed in Scientology. And yes, what are you saying incest doesn't happen? Like, are you trying to say that? Because it does happen. It does happen. It happens a fucking lot. That is how it happens. It's usually male cousins, men in the family, doing it to boys in the family. Then the women marry the men. Then the men do it. Stepfather. Yes, also stepfather. I don't know if it's a step nephew. It doesn't make a difference to me. If the nephew thought that that's his family member and the family member's doing that, I have a problem with it. I have a problem. If you're underage, even if the girl says, I want you to fuck me, and you're not of age. But here's the thing. How do we determine age? This is what the pedophiles say. The pedophiles say, you know, if a 7-year-old thinks that they want to do that, who are you to not do that, right? Oh, hi, Tracy. I know. Oh my God, Tracy, I know. Hold on. I can't. Fuck. Oh, so annoying. No. Is it possible? Make sure you don't have to spend another life with someone. I just can't. Yeah, your ex, Tracy. Okay. The only way I know, and Okay, so the first thing you have to do is clear the energy from the relationship with your ex, which means your resentment, your anger. I don't know how you do it, Tracy. I don't know how you do it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Rita and Tracy. I do not know how you clear what happened to you, that experience. However, Tracy, I've told you repeatedly that you need to speak publicly about it to let other people know what happens, because I think that'll help you heal. I understand that it might be difficult for your family, but I feel like that'll help you heal because it is that kind of circumstance that we're talking about. The other, yes, Chris Cornell is with God. When you're tricked out of this planet, forgiveness clears it. But they say that I don't have to forgive the person who did to me. I need to forgive myself. I don't believe it's my job to forgive the person who abused me. I believe it's my job to forgive myself for either marrying them, being with them, having them as a parent, having them as a kid, whatever the circumstance is. You need to forgive yourself. I don't believe in forgiving them. It's not my fucking job they got to ask God for that. That's their karma. Why am I forgiving them? There's nothing they can do to make it better for what they've done to me. If I'm speaking as Tracy, there's nothing they can do to make it better. Your apologies don't mean shit because you've already done it. You already robbed the bank. You already fucked up my head. You already fucked up my children. You already did that, if that's the case, right? No, but I'm not forgiving the other person. I'm giving it to God, and God can take it to the other person, and God can do that. Oh, hold on, Rita. Thank you. Okay, my daughter's in it. Thank you. Her pastor's eyes were open. He made her switch rooms, stay with his wife and daughter. At 2 a.m., they started banging on her door. Oh my God, Rita, so lucky. And thank you again for that. Thank you. So lucky with that. So very, very lucky. See, the pastor had a psychic instinct. Self-healing, yes. But it's not my job. People forgive because they're sick of being. Yeah, they don't have to forgive the person, though. That's a misnomer. That's between the person and God. That's between them and God. What they did to you is their sickness, and it has nothing to do with you. You need to forgive yourself for allowing that person in your life. That's where you're angry. What they did is on them. That's their karma. So I don't quite agree. He did, Rita. He listened to his instinct. Thank God. You have to actually, that's their karma. That is their karma. It's their karma. So you forgive yourself for letting them in your life, for allowing yourself to put up with it, whatever your fucking issue is with yourself. Because usually you're angry at yourself for not seeing it. How come I couldn't see it? These are the things that people say. How come I stayed? Why was I so weak? Well, whatever. I give it to God. God, take it up with the person who, whatever they did, in the case of Tracy and anyone else. You need to forgive yourself. That's who you need to forgive. Fuck that guy. He can go talk to God, and he can make amends. He can ask for forgiveness himself from whoever the hell he thinks he wants to ask for forgiveness from. Not your job. Your job, yes, even if it's your mother. What does your mother have to do with it? If your mother was a bitch and she doesn't come to you and she doesn't ask you for forgiveness and truly try to make amends with you for whatever she's done, that's between her and God or whoever she prays to. You forgive yourself for being angry at your mother and for seeing her in the light that you see her in, that you think that you need to see her in a better light instead of seeing her realistically. You can accept who your mother is. You can definitely accept who your mother is. Accept, yes, Annie, I know exactly what you feel like. Accept your mother for who she is. If your mother was not good and abusive, whatever she is, okay? Accept your mother because you can't change her. You're holding on to forgive her to hope that she changes, I think. I don't know if I'm accurate on that, but I think you need to forgive your mother not forgive your mother, forgive yourself for whatever you feel with your mother, but you're not accepting your mother for who she is. So, like, if you're an alcoholic in my life, you're a fucking alcoholic in my life. I don't give a shit. You're not going to change till you want to change. Ain't my job to fix you. So that's called codependence. And the problem I had in my marriage was that I was so weak and so needy that I needed to be married. I shouldn't have been married. So why? That's where I'm angry at myself. I'm not angry at what he did. That's who he was. I had every sign to know who he was. I chose not to see it. That's on me. I don't care how old I was. That's on me. I need to take responsibility for the fact that I chose to stay when I absolutely defiantly hated what was being said and how it was being said to me. Just fucking hated it, okay? Would have gouged his eyes out if I could have a lot of times. There were very good times and very bad times. However, I stayed. So I had codependency, or I needed Al-Anon, or I didn't get the therapy. I was fucking stupid. I was weak. I was dumb. It wasn't the right choice for me. I allowed it to happen to myself at a certain point. I need to forgive myself for that. I, in turn, wasted my entire life because I bought into that. That's my fault. That's my child. Yes, but it doesn't matter, Sue. It doesn't matter. What kind of weak ass idiot stays with somebody who is not right for them? Let's just put it that way. He wasn't, call it whatever you want. This person is not right for you. I'm fighting back. Why am I fighting back? That's on me. I didn't need to fight back. Who the fuck are you that I'm fighting with? I don't care what you say. That's me trying to change him. That's my control issue. I'm fighting you back. That's my problem. So I need to not do that. It took me 33 years to walk, but I walked. Yeah, I did. So, but still, Sally, I have to heal myself to know that I can't get shamed and guilt. I am still responsible. I don't think it's all one-sided. I don't buy into that. With all the narcissist stuff on air, they're like, when your narcissist does this, when your narcissist did that, when this, it's not like that. People have different degrees of circumstances, different belief systems, different energetic things. However, you're participating. I participated, no matter what my fucked up background. Yes, it doesn't matter. You can make excuses all you want. You're ruining your own life by staying. You have to get your fucking strength and get out. And I know I was weak. I was suicidal in the middle of my marriage. I was weak. I fucking hated it. Yes, it is way more complicated. I lived it for 33 years. Most people on here who's living with it did not live with it for 33 years. I'm still married 35 years later. 3 decades and 3 years it took me to fucking leave, okay? So I will speak on the topic because I do understand the topic. There was nobody weaker than me who thought if I fixed the house, if I bought new appliances, if I exercise more, if I'm not legally divorced because somebody won't sign the papers yet. That's what we're waiting on. As I said, he wants to take my name in business. It's not going to happen. So yes, it is about recognizing your own shit. It's on marriage makes you weak. I feel it makes you very weak. I didn't want to leave my children. However, there are women that fucking leave their children. Why wasn't I that woman? Why didn't I have that? I don't know. I have to forgive myself for that. Yeah, it was, 32 years. There you go. 32 years married. I'm not staying with anybody. At a certain point, I don't care. At a certain point, of course, Drake is in the occult. Wasn't Drake the one with Bieber? Yeah, he's in the cult. So you have to, right. But April, that's not enough of an excuse. It's not enough of an excuse to stay in abuse. A lot of women take their children and they leave. The truth is, I was not able to do it. I was weak. So that was my pathetic nature. I was weak. I'm not weak right now. So I'm not weak right now. I'm not weak. Not weak. You can't manipulate me. No, I didn't. No, I do love my children more than that. But I didn't love them enough to stop fighting in front of them at their father to defend myself. That's my weakness and my abuse on my children. I have to be culpable for that. You are culpable when you do that, period. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, you have to forgive. I'm saying you have to forgive yourself. Yeah, I didn't get still too soon. You have to forgive yourself. That's what I'm saying. You have to, no, I was not weak. I was not strong. I was weak. I wouldn't allow someone, you think someone's going to talk to me like that now? I had a friend try to talk to me like that. Bye, gone. Bye-bye, gone. You're not talking to me that way. You're not fucking talking to me that way. John, I tell him not to talk that way. He thinks he's going to get something over. He hasn't learned that he has no power. He has no power. I don't care if you want to blame me. I don't care. I don't care. So I don't care. So there's that. I just don't care. I don't care even if, I mean, I don't care. You want to blame me for ruining your whole fucking life? and take no responsibility for anything at all whatsoever because you wrote the checks and I gave you money behind the scenes, then fucking fine, do it. Do whatever you got to do. I'll agree with it. You're right. There you go. You're right. I did nothing. You did it all, John. 33 years. You did it all. I did fucking nothing. That's how I answer them now. You're right. I did fucking nothing. Okay. Francis, that's what they do. That's the transference of karma from person A to person B. Okay. That's what they're doing. When they blame you for something they didn't do, it's called blame shifting. Now let's break that down. That's energy shifting. Okay. That's energetic shifting. So let's say they steal a cookie out of a store, whatever, and they look at you after they've eaten the cookie with crumbs on their face, and you're sitting there and you don't have a cookie, okay? Aw, Amy, I'm sorry, your mom passed. So you have crumbs on your face, right? I mean, they have crumbs on their face. You have no crumbs. The store manager comes out and says, did you take the cookie? And the person with the crumbs on their face goes, no, she did it. That's taking the energy of theft and throwing it onto you. I don't know if he watches my shit. I don't give a shit. I did nothing. John's right. He's always right. He's always right. He's responsible for everything. 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 You win, John. Yes, they're guilty, but they throw it onto that person so they can divert attention over there, right? So, no, John has never tried to get me back. He does not want me back. Oh, my friend. Wait, your friend that said that to you. Oh, God, I'm confused now. Yeah, it was my fault. I used to scream in my marriage because I didn't have the maturity to understand what was going on. I wasn't educated, which was my own fault too. I was not educated. You're supposed to educate yourself. If you see a crack addict, you're supposed to go like research. What is the guy smoking on the street corner so you know what it is? But I used to scream. I'm responsible for Vietnam, even though I really was born in 1966. So it's just very interesting. I'm not responsible. So now I'm like, okay, sure, if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to argue with you. Take the argument right away from you. I'm going to take the argument away. That's what I'm going to do. Take the argument away. Jamie from Cheek, I don't know. Well, maybe I do, Jamie, but hi, how are you? I'm going to take the argument away. If you want to accuse me of that, sure, I did it. If you want to say I fucked the neighbor, I fucked the neighbor. If you want to say I fucked your brother, I fucked your brother. Whatever you want to say. That's right, I did it. Guilty. Did it. Whatever, if it makes you feel better. Absolutely right. Fuck you. That's it. So that's what they do. So they are the ones, ooh, broke your toe. That's painful. When you knew better, when you know better, you do better. It took me 33 years to get the balls to say, you know what? I don't think I want to listen to that kind of, and I'm still listening to it. This is where I'm fucked up. I still call there to talk about my son, to ask a question about my son. Who does that? I did that. Dumbass. So you see, the true thing is you cannot communicate with them because every single time he uses it to twist it and throw some shit in my face like I'm a piece of shit. So fuck off. This and this. Yeah, it's every fucking time. It's every time. Here's the thing. They will block you. You wanting them to love you no matter how much you cook for them, no matter how much you don't cook for them, no matter how good you are. I actually remodeled my house so that maybe our marriage would work out. I really did. I thought maybe I won't have to leave. I'll just focus on remodeling the house. I paid for it. I did it. I lifted it. I did it all with my friend Johnny, who fell off a roof and broke his leg and ankle and has to get surgery. Prayers for Johnny for this. I did it all with him twice and still spent that money, that last time, 25 grand, and still left. Didn't work. So you cannot make them like you. They do not like you. They want what you have, your body, your energy, your mind, you're laughing, you're whatever. That's what they want. But you can't make them like you. They don't. I know Johnny. Johnny is my handyman. He's my friend. He's Lori's friend, actually. Lori sent him to, yeah, you release everything. And when somebody asked me how to release Tracy to spend a past life, Johnny's the one who helped me. We jackhammered the tile up. John did help him take the tile to the dump in the back of the truck, right? And so, but I paid for it. I paid for everything. I paid for the new washer and dryer. And then John, progressively after I moved out, when I went back to do my laundry, so I didn't have to go to the gross laundromat, I've now learned just deal with it. You're going to live at the laundromat. It's okay. It's cool. That's where you are. That's where you are at life. You're in the laundromat. It's cool. It's whatever. The girls in the laundromat work really hard. I like them. They're my friends. They keep those washers super clean. He screamed at me about what I could put in the washer. You can't put that in the washer. I bought the fucking washer. I'll put what I want in it, motherfucker. Anyway, long story short, the way to make sure you don't have an attachment in a next lifetime is to literally clear the karma. So you can hold, no, John did in the beginning, but I mean he did nothing to help remodel the house. He sat on the couch and watched TV in the chair with the plastic on it. No one helped me. No one helped me. Except for Johnny. I paid him. We did it all together. Johnny helped me pick shit out. You know, John did come to pick up the washer and dryer. But no, they didn't lift a finger. Not Jason, not Keith. In fact, Jason lay in his bed while I was paying Johnny to put the wood floor in his room and wouldn't get out of the bed, so we couldn't take the bed apart. So I had to throw water on him. This was in 2016. Yeah, no, they didn't help. No, they want help. No one wants to help. When the woman is strong and she does it, she just gets it fucking done. That's the problem. And they say you're in your masculine energy. You're fucking right. I'm not waiting for these motherfuckers to do it. I'll do it. I'll pay for it. I'll move it. I'll hire someone to do it. I'll do it myself. So you understand, that's why women have, yes, he lives in that house now. And I go to the laundromat. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I was a scapegoat in the family. That's very correct. I married into a family where I was a scapegoat. The whole family thought I screwed up John. Well, why is your father, your son, in a strip club looking for a fucking wife? What's that about? What's that about? What's that about? Exactly. Anyway, this isn't about him. You want to clear the energy? You have to let go. I don't want to talk about him anymore. You have to that's why I was gay. Exactly. But you still can find women like that too. I have a lot of gay clients that have fucking women like this. Why are black sheep always the superstars? Yeah, well, because I'm the scapegoat, because they don't fall for it. They don't fall. I don't know why, but they have to push away. They either do that or they end up killing themselves with drugs and alcohol. Yes. Yeah. Well, John is entitled to everything. And gang stalking is very real. And John is entitled to everything because he did everything. I was just a breeder for John. I was just a fucking breeder, according to him. I did nothing. Nothing for 33 years. Nothing. At the, maybe I did something. And the food I bought, he didn't like, so it doesn't count. So here's the thing. The thing is, if you want to clear the karma, the first thing is you have to forgive yourself. The second thing is you have to drop the attachment to the circumstance. I'm still having trouble with that. So before you die, okay, you have to literally let go of that and give it to God and basically say, I'm done. I learned my lesson. You have to not want to make them change, to make them see it your way, because they never will. You can do a cord cutting spell, but they just keep inserting cords on you. They can send cords the next day. So you have to keep it clear. And the only way I know how to keep it clear is to pray to God in the name of Jesus. Amen. I know for the Satanists who watch my channel that that's an issue for them, but this is a Christ consciousness channel, which is my channel. So it's Sloan Bella's channel. So Sloan gets to decide what she says because she's the one doing the work here. So you can mock her all you want, but this is my fucking channel. Okay, so anyhow, you need to actually let go of any desire line you have. I want it to work out. He's the father of my children. She's the mother of my children. That's my mother. That's my son. That's my daughter. That's my cousin. She was my best friend for 40 years. Whatever it is, you literally have to say, a rattlesnake is a rattlesnake. They can be very nice and they don't coil and they don't bite and they can just sun themselves on rocks. But you had a rattlesnake that did that and then got coiled and jumped at you and tried to stick their fangs in your neck to take you out. So you have to know what you're dealing with. Are you dealing with a possum, a rattlesnake, a giraffe? What are you dealing with? What are you dealing with? And so you literally need to understand this person, this is who they are. Once you accept who they are, yes, it's so hard to do, but once you accept who they are, you won't try to change them. Then you will drop the desire to do that, which means they will feel your energy move because you don't care. Because your desire line it's different. Okay? You don't care. So it's not going to work right. Chupacabra, exactly. It's not going to ever work out the way you want. If you have a child that's a thief, you have a child that's a thief. If you have a child that's a prostitute, they're a prostitute. If you have a child that's a crack addict, they're a crack addict. Know what you're dealing with. Don't let your child in your house when they're a fucking drug addict and think that they're going to behave properly. They're not, because drug addicts don't. So if you know that, stop putting yourself at risk. Be okay with your decisions to set boundaries, and that's it. And then you don't attach yourself into the next life. If you die wanting a relationship with them on your terms, which is not who they are, the rattlesnake is on his terms. So you know that when you see a rattlesnake, they're on their own terms. No matter what you do, you can talk to the rattlesnake. You can be friends with it. You can see it every day and say, hi, rattlesnake. And then one day it's going to jump at you and whip the venom. And then what? So you need to understand. And when it bites you, you're going to be running to the emergency room going, I love the rattlesnake and it bit me again. It's a rattlesnake. So it's a rattlesnake, right? It's a rattlesnake. So you need to let it go in order to break the karma. Also, in reference to Tracy, speak about what happened in your family. Stand up, speak about it. Start speaking. This is not your shame. That's his shame. He did it. That's what they do. Yeah, no, and also, this is what Libra Lori tells me. She's so smart. She goes, this is Libra Lori, beautiful Lori. She says to me, Sloan, can we not assign these men magical qualities? Can we not just see them for who they are? And she is fucking dead on right. That girl has done so much work. She's amazing, okay? When I met her, and I've always loved her, but her advice to me as a friend has been absolutely stellar and outstanding. She's 100% right. Can we not assign magical qualities to these people? Just because it's your child doesn't make them the best child, the worst child, the worst child or the best child. It just makes them your child. And they're human. Like you're human, I'm human, we all have faults. Nobody's perfect. Everybody does whatever they do, and they do it. They learn when they learn. It took me 53 years to learn that you're not going to call me a fucking whore and tell me I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. Shut up. I don't care. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That's my motto. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so just shut up. And as for my friend that tried to say the same thing, he got a shut the fuck up. Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to, dude? Who do you think you're talking to? You must think you're perfect, in which case you need to get a mirror and you need to get it, pick it up, look at it, look at your fucking face, speak your behaviors. And if you think that you're perfect at that point, then I never spoke to this person again. I was friends with him for a long time. And he tried to control me. And it's like, I feel like he tried to control me and lie. And it's ridiculous. John, not together. Are you and John? No, we've been separated for 3 years. He won't sign the divorce papers until he can, whatever it is. But yeah, anyway, my son, mental illness plus mental. I'm always, wait, you're always what because of it? you're always, I didn't hear what you say. I know the goal. This was a friend of mine. And this friend actually said to me, and I quote, again, okay, again, I'm not married to you. I'm not fucking you. This friend said to me, at least I don't hold your past against you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. On what planet are you allowed to hold my past against me? I'm sorry. What? No, you're not allowed to hold my past against me. You're not allowed to hold it against me. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who are you? Seriously. Hold my past against me. This coming from a criminal on top of it. No, a name is trademarked. My website's copywritten, but I'm trademark. My name is in trademark. You have to wait like a year, but my name is trademarked. So who are you? Just say that to people. When they say something shitty, don't explain yourself. If your husband and wife says you're a piece of shit, fuck off. You're a crackhead. I got called stupid sober person today. You're a stupid sober person. Okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm not stupid. Do you see? Do you see? I literally get called names when I call my house all day long by everybody in the house. Yes. And that's because their father led them to believe that drugs was okay. That's not okay. Okay, hold on. It's so hard dealing with my daughter and son-in-law addicts, homeless now 3 years. Oh my God. It rips me up. My fault for going to look for them. Okay. It does rip you up. Of course it rips you up. That's your child. That's your children and their choice. But I want you to understand something, and I want you then, okay, drugs is the devil. Obviously, I've got someone who's high telling me I'm a stupid sober person. It's like, I'm sorry, what? And texting me all kinds of bullshit. And what? Shut up. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing with your son and daughter, and thank you for the super chat. So I understand. It kills me. My son died. I totally get it. I can't. Stepson overdose killed me. Killed me. Here's the thing. The first thing I want you to understand about drug addiction, and I want you to understand this real strong, and I want you to hear me. It is not the consensus with everybody who helps with drug addicts, but I want you to hear this. Drug addiction is a reaction to childhood trauma or trauma. Let's say somebody isn't a drug addict, but then suddenly they become one. It's followed, the drug addiction is followed by a trauma. So you, the mom, now must go, and I'm just saying this for you, you must go and talk to somebody about the trauma that you feel your children experienced, whatever that trauma is. And don't tell me you don't know. You have an idea. You need to go talk about it, and you need to forgive yourself for not dealing with it or dealing with it in a way that didn't work. Then you need to know that the only people that can make your children sober is them, your son-in-law and your daughter. The only thing. There is not another thing. There's not another trick. There's not another rehab. There's not, I don't care what it is. There's nothing but them. And then what I want you to do is I want you to pray for God to take their addiction away so they can heal their trauma. Because in the end, it's the trauma that they experienced that's causing the addiction. So the trauma needs to be cleared, okay? So that's what needs to be cleared. So that's what you need to do, I believe. And I totally know it rips you apart. It would make me insane. Let's see, I'm a non-drug addict because of trauma too. Correct. I'm a exactly. The taking the drug is a choice, but it is always a choice of a traumatized person. That's why in Vietnam, they're doing the heroin in Vietnam, and they're just shooting up all day because it's traumatic. It's trauma-based. It's generational trauma, family patterning. It's not in the blood. I don't believe it's in the blood. This is where I'm going to differ and get hate mail for it. I don't believe it's in the blood. I literally believe that it's handed on down through family patterning in the family, the patterns of the family. So I married similar to in my family. My children, grooming, exactly. Grooming. My children grew up in a war zone because I grew up in a war zone and I didn't heal myself. I ran away from it. It took me till I'm 33 to understand that this is the end of it. I'm not doing this. Now, will my children get it right? Keith is dead. I'm sure he can see, okay, whatever he sees. I can't speak for that, but Keith is dead. So that's one child that's gone because I didn't have the guts to change my trauma myself and heal it. Because of the secret of what was going on in that house, that child bought a motorcycle, okay? No one told me to begin with that he had it. I wasn't told till I walked up and they all thought it was a funny fucking joke. Tell my mom I got another bike, says Jason. It's not really funny because it's not really funny, all right? So I didn't have the wherewithal to understand the implication of my actions that would cause this to go down this road to do that, okay? However, now Jason has to deal with whatever he learned or didn't learn through his own actions. And that's on him. That's not on me. That's not on me. I am 53. I left at 53. I'll be 56. I'm not healed. I'm trying to heal. I know you have to speak about it. I know you have to analyze it. I know you have to forgive yourself for the trauma. So for the kids that are homeless and on drugs, you as their mom needs to go literally to a therapist and talk about what that childhood was like for your kids. You may not know the specific trauma that was set into motion, but I'm sure you can understand when your child changed, around what age, and you can then start to work on your guilt and your shame that you're carrying because your child's out there. The guilt and shame of the drug addict being a drug addict belongs on the person who traumatized them. Usually sexual abuse, usually physical abuse, and usually violence, okay, in childhood. Neglect, drug addiction around them, whatever it is. And it could be with the other parent and not you. That's why it could be with the grandparents. Could be with a school teacher. Could be with the YMCA camp. So that belongs on that person. The child who is responding to the trauma, okay? The child who's responding to the trauma. What do you guys, let's see, I was abused by many. Yeah, exactly. The child who was responding to the trauma literally has to say, I'm traumatized, I'm fucked up, I can't handle this. I do drugs because I'm fucked up and I can't handle this. If I tell, I won't be in the family. It's usually if I tell, I won't be in the family. That's why the child runs away. They leave because if they tell, yes, divorce causes trauma. Absolutely, absolutely. But ask yourself again, when somebody gets divorced, first of all, why is their marriage? Okay? Why is their marriage to begin with? Because if you have to separate instead of live in two separate houses with your kids and share back and forth, marriage is not a good thing because we stay with people that abuse us and vice versa because we have children. So it's going to be stressful because there's abuse going on to begin with. When the two parents are fighting, it's abusive. Okay? Jason had his own place. He just came back home, probably to look after his dad. I don't know if he still has his own place. I'm not saying he doesn't. Jason had his own place. So the reason that people are drug addicts is because of a trauma. The only people that can cure a drug addict is a drug addict. They have to want to. So you, outside yourself, okay, outside yourself can pray for God to release the addiction from your son-in-law and your daughter and to bring clarity, if only momentarily, for them to go and get help. That's the only thing you're going to be able to do because there ain't nobody else that's going to help them except them, period. And I'm sorry to say that. I mean, I can tell you that. I can tell you. I tried with my stepson. I picked him up from the hospital. I took him to the drug clinic. I took him to the counselor. And finally, the counselor phoned me and said, I'm not going to accept him coming to these meetings because you're driving him. He needs to come on his own. And they cut him off and he died. So Because I left the house. I chose to leave because I couldn't. Listen, you can play in a house for money if you're fighting with somebody. Yeah, me and John fought constantly. Disgusting. We were disgusting. I take 50% of the blame. You can stay in a house with an alcoholic rager or a drug addict, and you can say, I'm not leaving because half this house is my money. Okay, well, I didn't have the money to get a lawyer then, so I just paid $400 and separated and walked out because I didn't want to be spoken that way to anymore. Period. Then I earned the money and then I went and refiled the papers, etc. You can stay in a house with abuse, but then that's a quick pro quo. So you can't leave to protect yourself because or whatever, or you can't leave for peace and quiet because you don't want to lose your house. That's why I stayed in the house. I chose to leave for my peace and quiet. That's it. That's it. I needed my peace and quiet. Yes, of course he has his own trauma. You're not going to be comfortable in a house with a woman that you fight with 24/7 unless you have an issue. That isn't normal. It's not right. It's not right. He said he never fought with his first wife. It's just me. Just me. Again, I'm responsible for everything. So it's not healthy. And if you stay in a house because of money, you're prostituting your peace for money. Let the judge decide later. Let the lawyer decide later. If you had to go, you had to go. If you had to dip out because you couldn't stand the yelling, you dipped out. That's it. That's what happened. So, he's going to stay there because I left. Why would he leave after I left? He wouldn't. That would just be silly. I think, why would anybody leave after the other spouse leaves, right? You would just I chose to leave. I saved enough money and I left. And I was never able to do it before. I saved enough money and I left. And I don't care if he loves me. If you love someone, you don't treat them like that, period. Every time I call, and you don't have control over me. You will never have control over me. I don't care what you do. You're not getting my business. And you can't have my name because you can't pretend to be me doing what this is. So shut the fuck up. I called about Jason. So when they do that, just so you know, I don't even want to talk about them, but that's it. So getting back to kids that are on drugs, they've suffered a trauma. They've suffered a trauma. There's a trauma. No, love is not abusive. You should not have to defend yourself your entire marriage just to prove you're okay and get your past thrown in you. I picked you up off the ground and took you in. Who says that to their wife? Dude, I was paying rent and living on someone's living room floor after my first marriage. That's the place that I chose. Look, I'm spitting the retainer. That's the place that I chose to live. The fact that you in an argument are saying you picked me up off the floor, shut the fuck up. I paid for the space on the floor because every bedroom was already taken and my girlfriend let me pay for that. So shut up with that. Shut up. Don't say that shit to me. Don't say that shit to me. I was paying my own way. I always did it myself. Shut up. Anyway, that's the point. So don't let anyone, I know you don't have to fight for love. I'm not going to defend myself. You think I'm a crack hoe? Then you think it. You think I'm a shitty sober person? Then you think it. Peace out, bro. Think what you want. I have no problems here. I just fucking hang up the phone. And now I'm changing my number. Thank you very much. Because the last time I called you, you did it the fuck again. Every time I call about my child or something. Oh, this was the last call. So here's the thing that happens. I knew not to call, but here's the thing that happens. So you find a credit card on your credit and you don't have the card for it, but it's showing up on your credit. So the creditor says, you need to check with your ex-husband. This might be his, right? So I send it, right? My future is I'm going to die one day, Wayne. I don't have a future. I don't look to the future. I don't care about a future. My son's dead. I don't really care. I don't have a future. I know I'm never getting married again and I will never live with a man again. So any potential men that think they want to ask, please don't ask because I'm going to get in a fight with you over it. I will never trust one. I will never live with one. I will never marry one. So no, none of them are talking to me. But I'm just not doing that. It's not worth my time on earth. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I have a vibrator, so I don't really need a man. Sorry. I don't mean to insult everybody. Sorry. Just not going to do it. Thank you, Joe, for that. Not going to do it. I can't trust them. I couldn't trust them when I was younger. Can't trust them now. And I'm sorry, that's the way it is. I've never had a man speak nicely to me or be kind to me. I have some male friends, but what I'm saying, not anybody that comes towards me in a relationship. If they find me attractive, they want to fuck with me. No, I've never not been hit, not been screamed at. That's the truth. I've never had anybody it's never been peaceful. It's never been peaceful, period. I don't know any man that will approach me who will be kind to me. So, and don't come and tell me you will, because I don't want to date. I'm not going on dating apps. I'm not looking for a fucking man. I'm never looking for a man, period. So don't ask. So I called my bank. Yes, I did. I called the credit card, and then they said, here's the number, send the picture to your ex-husband and see. So I sent it to him, and I called him, and I said, is this your credit card number? And he goes, at first he didn't know. I first called him to ask, do we have this credit card? Love vibrators. No, don't be sorry for me. I chose it. I don't know if I deserved it or not. I don't understand the point of anything. I'm saying I chose it. I married a person that I knew, I've already said the red flags, that we were not going to get along. I don't agree with anything this man says, especially when it comes to raising children and being okay with drug addiction. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it, okay? And I don't agree with mocking sober people. I don't agree with it, all right? So I have a problem with that. All right, so I said, do we have this credit card? And he said, well, you used to have one, la, 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 la. And I said, I know, but do I have this credit card now? So here's the answer I got. I asked this. Wait. Yeah, I don't even know. You're spelling my name weird. That's weird. Anyway, I said that. Here's the answer I got. I'm calling. I'm like, I'll send you the picture when I get home. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like you don't owe hundreds of other dollars on a bunch of cards that you have that you never pay. That's the answer I got. That right there is the answer. What the fuck does that have to do with me asking you a goddamn question about if you have a credit card in my name? Do you see how that works? That has nothing to do with shit. Shut the fuck up. You had the credit card in my name. I win. Okay? So, yes, you're right, Dominique. But here's the thing. Understand your mom was weak. Emotionally, she probably grew up with an alcoholic and she couldn't make the choice to leave for whatever reason. So don't judge her. Step away and understand the animal that she is, okay? Yeah, total transference. It's so sickening. It's like, shut the fuck up. No one's talking to me. No, they're just calling me. Kenna doesn't say anything. I mean, she'll text me if I text her. No one's calling me. No one's doing anything. It's fine, though. It's fine. No, he has no respect for women. He has no respect. But truthfully, being truthful, I don't have respect for men after being married to him. So after I see that, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. But that's on him. That has nothing to do with me. But my point is, when people do that, and I'm so sick of talking about him, so I really literally have to stop. But what you need to understand about drug addicts, okay? I am on my own. I just got mocked for running mountains. I said, live your truth, John, live it. And he's like, oh, sure. You don't walk your truth. You just run up mountains. Yes, I do. That's so I don't fucking beat the shit out of you. Right? Oh my God, right? Anyhow, but it's interesting. No, I can't talk to him anymore. I tried to talk about our son, and the drug addiction is a huge problem. Because when I bring up drug addiction in the Bella family, and I'm going to say this to all the Bellas out there watching, again, fuck you all. When I bring up drug addiction in that family, I get, oh, he's very broken. Here's the conversation I get. I literally say, drug addicts fuck everything up, because eventually even Elvis overdosed. All this money, all this shit, all these women, and he's constipated, allegedly dying on a toilet seat, with a can't eat, can't digest food, bloated because he's on so many opioids or whatever the fuck he's on. That's drug addiction, right? That's drug addiction. I don't care who he is. Look what he did with his drug addiction. So here's John's answer to that. People in medical school, doctors take drugs all the time. What the fuck does that have to do with your children being drug addicts? What does that have to do? You allowed cocaine in the fucking house, John. You took money from the sale of cocaine in your fucking house. What does that have to do with what the fuck? That's a problem. I have a problem with that. And the fact that you justify it with your conversation sickens the fuck out of me. Sickens me. You have a dead son from cocaine and you think it's okay that you have a bunch of other kids, all 4, who did drugs. You think that that's okay. And then you mock the sober person. I thought your son dying of a drug overdose, I guess I thought you would teach your kids what your dead son looked like in the coffin so that they would fucking understand. But no. Yes, and Elvis did have a twin who I don't think was a drug addict. So this is a huge problem, but it's about him. And his kids have modeled the pattern after him. They drink wine, not Jason with the wine, but wine, and they pop pills and they smoke weed. I'm telling you, John's fucking 55-year-old daughter, after my son died, went down to his house and lit up a bong with her younger brother. Who does this? You stupid bitch. You're my fucking age. I was 53 at Keith's funeral, and she was 54. She goes down the street to smoke weed with her brother. You're an asshole. Of course John's an alcoholic. Yes. But you're a fucking asshole. And I don't care if weed's legal. You're a fucking asshole. Grow up, you stupid bitch. Okay, so sorry. Now I'm on a rant about this. This channel has to stop. I'm going to have to take my channel down because I can't stop. But this is stuff, and I'm supposed to just fucking live with it because they're special. They have money. That's it. I mean, seriously, it's sickening. Yes, I know, Bobby. I know. I can't talk to him anymore. Every chance he gets, it's about this. It's about this. I tried, but you can't win. See, if you marry someone who's a drug addict and you think you can change them, you're fucked in the head. You're never going to change it. It is gross. And his daughter's gross for doing that with I don't care what Jason does. Jason's his own person. But you're older than me. And you think it's good after your brother died to go smoke a bong with your other brother? Loser. I think it's disgusting. And I don't care if you smoke weed every day and drink your wine. You're a see you next Tuesday. Okay, so I canceled the credit card. Yes, absolutely. But that's disgusting. So you're so happy to see me on another rant. Here I am on a rant. Okay, so again, you have to, I know, but I shouldn't be in public therapy. No, you can do what you want, but why would you? I don't care what Snoop Dogg does. If you don't think the government takes weed and does shit to this, I'm sorry, I keep saying I'm gonna buy another one, and I never make it to Best Buy to buy another one. You have to understand that when you're in a family of people who are invested in keeping you down and weak, invested in keeping you broken. His daughter is older than me, yes. And he thought this was okay. No, but he didn't look at it that way. And he didn't go into the strip club because there was sex involved. And he didn't do any of that. It's me. He was taking care of me because I'm broken and I did nothing. Fuck you and fuck off. Don't let anyone talk to you that way. I put up with it enough. I was very good looking when I was 20. I was full of fun. I was fucking fun, okay? I was fun. I had a big smile on my face. And I lost my smile, raised my kids in a war zone, and my son's dead, and then my other son's a drug addict, apparently, allegedly, whatever. Anyway, it's a huge problem. And and I'm going to tell you guys this, and I'm saying this, oh God, I must stop. But this is a true story. I'll stop. I've got to move on. See, I can't even let go of it. Here's the thing. After Keith died, Jason had a car accident where he smashed his Audi. Kenna went looking for him. I was talking to Deanna. It was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was talking to Kenna and Deanna in between 2 calls. Kenna called me and said, Jason's been in an accident. He's unconscious. The car is totaled. This is what she said to me. I started to have a panic attack because my son just died. Okay? Like I literally started to have a panic attack. A fucking panic attack. So I was calling John. Call. No answer. Fuck, Kenna, hold on. I got to drive down the street. Kenna goes, go down the street. So I'm on the phone with Deanna. I'm like, Deanna, oh, I am fun. Deanna and I have total fun. I go down the street. I drive the 4 miles down the street. I'm banging on my old house. I'm ringing the doorbell. John opens the door. He's like, what the fuck do you want? I go inside. I say, Jason got in an accident, totaled his car. He's unconscious. Ken have found him. John starts screaming an inch in my face, which is something he likes to do. There's no kitchen table because I'd taken the kitchen table. So there's a space where the dining room table, kitchen table was. And I said, your son's been in an accident. John said, and I quote, don't fucking bother me unless he's dead or in the hospital. That fucking made me goddamn crazy. Crazy. No, literally. He jumped in my face. I got on the floor and I put my hands and feet up like this so that he wouldn't hit me in the face. And he said, he said to me, you're a fucking narcissist and you're a fucking coward like you were when you were younger. I'd forgotten that I used to have to put my hands up to protect I'd forgotten about that. I let it go. That was after my son died, 2 days after his funeral, and then after his son crashed his car. So I've still been nice. Now I've had enough now. No, it was disgusting. 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 Okay? So this, and I'm not a victim. This is me staying too long. But that's what he said. So it's disgusting. He called me the narcissist. Yes, he did. Because he didn't like the funeral, because the funeral didn't mention him enough. But he wouldn't come to meet the pastor with me. Libra Lori was the one who called the pastor, her friend. He asked me questions. I did the best answering them. And yeah, it was disgusting. That happened. Deanna was on the phone with me. That happened. You were a coward like you were when you were younger. So he'd been doing that to me. So I wish him all of that back on him right now. And I don't care. I always hold secrets like that and I don't speak it. Speak your trauma. If the family doesn't like it, fuck them. Don't do it if you don't like it. If you don't fucking like it, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. It was the most traumatic thing after my son died. He told me, Keith didn't love me. You have no idea. I forgave that, and I still get these conversations that I did nothing. I'm a piece of, so now, no. Anyway, yeah, no, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Well, I have no, see, here's the problem. Here's where the weakness. Oh, he's a major something, all right. And he's going to be sorry for him when he dies. But here's the problem. Bobby's heard all of this too. Unfortunately, I have to stop ranting publicly. But here's the problem. The problem is, I have no family because I was young, 20 when I met him, 21. I have no family. So he's my only family. So that's why I stay. That's why I still call. That's why I try to do it. Fucking no. I do forgive myself now and they can all fuck off. But if Jason thinks that that man is going to have his best interests at heart, he's screaming. I have him on tape screaming at me. You're just like your son. And I'm like, okay. Well, I wouldn't want to be like that. And I used to send all of those tapes, Deanna, Brian, and Lori, all of them, and so that each of them could listen to them and tell me what I was, is this me? Is this him? That's how I finally left, right? He might be mentally ill. I mean, I'm thinking you are mentally ill to do that. I mean, I don't know. Who does that? Not once did he say, I'm sorry you lost your son. I didn't get a hug from Jason. I didn't get a hug from John. I never heard from his daughter again after she inserted herself into my dead son's funeral to act like she cared about him. I never got that. No one, except for Keith's beautiful friends, no one but Keith's friends, Bobby, Deanna, and my friends, stepped up for me. All of Keith's friends' mothers, Kim, Cindy, Kelly, Diane, all of them stepped up for me. So I had a definite support group and I'm definitely so grateful. But none of my family, none of them, nobody, nada. No, Kenna, Lila, Paige, okay, all of them, Stacy, Paige's sister, all of them, but the rest of them, no. Mm-mm. They just thought, well, Keith didn't like you anyway. This is a shit. And it's actually it's fucking What age was John? No, John wasn't 12. It's fucking horrible. Like yes, Keith came and found Bobby. It's fucking horrible. Lila was the most, yeah, Lila is the sweetest person. Lila is so sweet. Kenna is sweet. Kenna stayed by my side. Um, if he has dementia, he's had it the whole 35 years because that's the context of our marriage. It was constant fucking mind fuckery. And I fought it, which is my mind fuckery. And I'm still talking about it, which makes me crazy. Okay? So there you go. Yeah, no, it was brutal. It was the most brutal thing. I'm lucky I didn't put a shotgun in my mouth and pull the trigger. Honestly, it's literally all I could do. I can't even explain it because it's coming up on 2 years. It's all I could do. The only thing, okay? The only thing I could do was I was completely numb after Keith died. So I literally could feel nothing. So the more that I got talked to like that, I could feel nothing. Like I was like, I can't feel you talking. I hear what you're saying, but I can't fucking feel you. So it was totally lucky I could not feel that. Look, I'm spitting with the retainer. I went numb when Keith died. So I literally went numb. I am free. I'm waiting for this fucker to sign the divorce papers and then go to court and fucking separate the property. Period. No, I was completely detached. I try to describe it. And when I saw Keith on the ground, my stomach hit the ground like that. Like I was pulled into the cement. And I went numb. My hands went numb driving there. Ask Deanna. I was on the I was on the phone with her and she's like, okay, let's calm down. Let's see if Keith is alive. It's okay. It's okay. And I just literally felt the numbness go up my arms. And I was on the phone with Vanessa too. And I was on a group chat. I have 2 phones. So I was like on the speaker with one, on the other, in the ear pods. And then Keith's friend was texting me. And I went completely fucking numb. As I drove up to see Keith, I can't describe it. I'm just now having little bursts of feelings, just little bursts. No, a lot of people lose their children. I'm not unique in that way. I'm just saying I was fucking going numb. And so I'm really, really, really lucky that I didn't put a gun in my mouth because I was so traumatized by what John said and what he did and what happened after Keith died. Like, they robbed his room, they took his money, they took his drugs, and then they hid it from me, lied to me, and it was one of Keith's friends that told me, and John hid it, and when I asked for the money that he took out of Keith's room, John said to me, you didn't deserve it, you weren't here. That's the shit that happened directly on the day that my son died. They took money from his room, and they hid it from me, and they all thought, ha ha ha, they're being funny. Who does that? That's my child's room. Who does that? Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one in there. A couple of Keith's friends and whatever. But Jason told me he gave the money to his dad for the funeral. Jason actually said to me, I thought my dad would give it to you. Or I would have kept it, is what Jason said. That's what happened. That happened 4 hours while I was on the road with my dead child. Well, Jason and I were there. And first then Carol and Arlene had to drive me home. And I went home and told John what happened. And then I went up to my house. And I guess Jason and Kenna got home. And then the house started filling up with people. But that is what happened. And that was so offensive to me. So offensive. So fucking offensive. How dare you go in my child's room? And how dare you fucking do that? I don't know who the fuck you people think you are. And then they tried to take the phone from me because they didn't want me to see what Keith did. But I know what Keith did because Keith is my child. Oh, I know what it is. It was so sickening, and that's factual. And thank God. Why am I being harassed by Matthew? Like, that was so offensive to me. I don't think Matthew's harassing me. I can't see it. But yes, they went through every seconds after he died to get his drug stash. Okay? Seriously. What's weird? Wait, what's happening, Bobby? Tell me. No, John took the money and Jason said he gave it. Jason and Kenna both said when they found the money, they gave it to him for the funeral. John never mentioned it. I was told by one of Keith's friends that overheard the conversation because the house started filling up. Everybody thought this was okay. They thought it was. Then they took, because the cop gave me the phone, and it's classic, huh, Tracy? So wait, why is Matthew, what's he saying? What's the problem here? What is the problem? I can't see his questions. I'm not reading that. I'm talking right now. Anyway, the point is, Matthew is asking about your family names and living situation. What do you mean my family names? What do you mean my family names and living situation? I don't understand. No, they took Keith's money. They took Keith's money and thought it was fucking okay. That's what they thought. I didn't know about it till the next day, till one of the people, Keith's friends, said to me, you know, they took money out of Keith's room. Here's the amount, 10 grand. And John kept it. And then John said to me, you don't deserve it. You didn't live with him. I'm sorry. I moved out 6 months ago because you're a fucking asshole. And if people don't like me saying that, then they shouldn't have done it. That's what was said to me. My son, I know. Exactly. No, I'm fine. I'll let go of it. It's just triggering me on the 2nd year anniversary coming up. I can't even see his questions. So anyhow, that's what happened. So what I'm saying to you is that's really hard. No, I'm not going to put a spell on him. I'm just not going to be there when he's dying. He's not going to get me. When he asks for me on his deathbed, wants a funeral, it's not going to happen. It's not. I'll tell you how to stop the suicidal thoughts. You just don't do it. I started running again. Keith was good. Keith was doing what he was doing. But John was taking money from Keith, knew what my boys were involved in, thought that it was okay, and took money from them and told me to shut up. I even found shit in the house in baggies, whatever. This is a couple of years back. I knew what I knew. They didn't want me to have the phone. I opened the phone. You know why? Because I pay the phone bill, motherfucker. And when you write a password to the fucking phone, it goes to my fucking phone bill. So I got a new SIM card. They actually took the SIM card and tried to get it. Every single one of them hated the fact that I got into his phone. I know what my son did. I'm the one that told you that before I saw the phone. I'm the one. Keith and I had these conversations. Jason and I have these conversations. I know my son. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm sorry, Julia. I'm sorry. No, that's what he did. They literally went in there, and the first thing everybody thought of is go get the drugs out of the room, go get the weed, go get whatever, go look for money, go rifle through everything. Sloane's, okay. Oh, asking you about Sloane's nail salon and granddaughter's name. My granddaughter's name is Lila, and my nail salon, well, I go to Jasmine. But yeah, Jasmine works out of her home, so I can't really give her address right now. So yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't answer that right. Yeah, so anyway, it's just, you know what? I know his daughter can take care of him. She can also, I'm going to say something graphic. She can also suck his dick, and she can bury him. That's what she can do. So it was so hard for me. I tried everything. I took this man on vacation. I still bought food for him. I'm still paying his bills, car insurance and cell phone. I'm still doing shit. And he still talks to me like this. Don't do it. Okay. No one's talking to me. No, they're not. Yeah, Jasmine does them. She did them out of her house. This is called ombre, and this is it. Yes, I do seem obsessed with them. Yes, I'm obsessed. I have conversations before I go on live, and then it triggers everything. So don't worry, I won't do it again. It's the last conversation I'm having. Is the last time I'm coming on live, too. So when you say that, you know, Keith loved you. Yeah, I hope he did. I don't know, actually. I do $10,000. Yeah, and they kept it. They kept it. Yes, they kept it. Exactly. I'm going to do more film videos so I don't go like a rant. I don't go on a rant. Because it just, wait, Matthew just wants to know. No, Jason and Kenna are not married. No, yes, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. It's disgusting. And it's disgusting. Anyway, see, I can't even. Anyway, I can't talk about it anymore. I don't have a clue if Keith loved me. I hope he did, but I don't really know because at the end of my marriage to John, I left and the boys were on John's side. They did come up here, but I'm hoping he did. I believe he did because he told me he did, but do I really know? I don't. I mean, I'm just thinking he did. That's what I'm thinking. Yes. Yes. John said to me, you don't deserve it. You didn't live here. I lived with him. Yeah. Over the money. So John, may you have your money. Yes. Of course I'm his mother. I'm his bitch. John doesn't like women and he might even secretly be gay. I'm going to say that. Because you can't hate women this much and not be gay. And I'm thinking I should be fucking gay at this point too. He hates women. He hates fucking women. No one says that. He raised my boys to not like women. Seriously. Jason is repeating shit from when he's 3 years old that didn't happen. And John's going, I don't know how that happened. Really? Uh-huh. Oh, he tried twisted. Yeah, he did. But it's okay. That's what happened after my son died. That's my experience. That is truly my experience. Yeah, he hates himself. It's fine. He's going to die on his deathbed, and this is my wish for him. My wish for him is that he stay alive just enough when he dies, just enough. So like when you have a heart attack, that he's alive just enough to realize that I'm not going to fucking be there and that he doesn't believe in God because those are his words. And may he stay just alive enough to be frightened out of himself that he shits his pants. And then may he die and let somebody like his daughter find him that way. That's my wish for him at this point. So there's that. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I know. John probably is gay. I'm thinking he never went to bed with me. I don't know what it is. I could never prove it. If you can't prove it, you don't believe it. But he definitely doesn't like women. Not like that. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's pissed off because... No, I'm not. I don't think I'm upset. I'm telling you literally what happened to me. This is coming up on the 2-year mark. This is literally what happened to me after Keith died. So this is what happened. I almost got punched in the face. I got bullied and pushed on the ground like that. I'm sick of not saying it. Yeah, I don't know I don't know about Jason, but whatever. I mean, I'm sure. No, it's not eating me up. I'm fine. I just had an argument with him on the way in the door, which is why I'm not going to do lives anymore until this divorce is completed. So however long that takes, I'm not going to do this because it's just making me look bad. So of course he had mom issues. Why would you marry a stripper that's 20 years younger than you, 21 years younger and younger than your daughter if you didn't have fucking issues? Yeah, yes, I did say that. I'm not going to come live anymore until I have signed my divorce papers. So that's it. And no, I'm not threatening. I've just decided I don't look good. This does not make me look good. So I'm not going to do that. I have no idea what his mom did. I don't know. I can't even think about it. I have no clue. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. No, I mean, I'm not going to do lives because I keep going on a rant. And it's not productive for anybody. It's actually not productive. And I can't control it right now. I recognize this. So I'm just going to film videos and just do it or whatever. Yeah, me too. I'm waiting to do that. But I don't know what to say. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's the... Hold on. Sorry, someone's texting me here. Hold on. Anyway, yeah, he's a lounge lizard, but yes, I have a huge trauma bond. I could never leave. I didn't like my marriage. This is obvious. But I don't want to talk about him because I just did. Now it's pissing me off. Oh my God, it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. It's just, I start thinking about Keith's room and he's lying dead on the ground and these vultures are in there stealing drugs and money like it's okay. And they're all like, well, maybe they're trying to protect you. You're not protecting me. I knew what my son did. I knew what my son did. I knew what my child did. I knew what my children do. I love my children. There's nothing I'm going to say about my children Even if they did the most heinous things in the entire world, I don't care. I love my children. That's it. But don't tell me you're protecting me because you're trying to hide your own guilt in your complicitness with allowing them to behave that way. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what I'm saying. So I predict gaslighting. Exactly. But that's exactly what was happening. So let's see. I know, but I just don't like myself being this pissed off while I'm doing it. No, I told my sons. They all hid it. You don't hide it from me. I told the lawyer this week I want it signed, right emotion. I don't want to be married anymore. Once that's done, it's done. I win. I left you. I win. You want to split the house? You want to burn the house? I don't give a fuck what you do with the house. They're my children. That's all I wanted. So it was, yes, it was trauma bond from the beginning. And I could never, I don't know what to say. Yes, we could talk about crystals, but I can't seem to control myself. I can't control myself. It's the most traumatic thing I've ever been through. And Lula's asleep over there. She was outside playing. Me and Lula were saging everything and doing everything. No, they're vultures. When I know, I'm sorry I say that. I just don't want to be like this way out public where these people could take my videos, cut them up and mock me all the time. I'm getting sick of it a bit. A bit sick of it. But yeah, no, it's very hard. I've been in therapy the whole time. I've done all of that and I'm finding it very hard. The only reason I went back to my house after I separated, I tried to stay away, but my kids didn't come visit me. So the only way I could get to see my kids is if I went and took cat food or went and did my laundry or took groceries. That was the only way I wanted to see my children. And if I hadn't have seen Keith, he would have died and I wouldn't have seen him. So I'm glad I did that, but we got into fights all the way along. So that was a problem. But I don't, yeah, it was, I'm on board for crystals. Emma's like, shut up, Sloan, and talk crystals. I will. Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. It's extremely hard to all the parents that have lost children. And it's extremely hard. Jules and ice cream, exactly. And Bobby makes ice cream. It's extremely hard for all the parents that have parental alienation from, let's see, I know. I fought with a pig for 33 years and his pig family. I just can't anymore. I'm sorry, I've lost my mind. I just had a little bit of a nervous breakdown. I hope Keith sees it all now. I don't know how it works over there, really. I only know from a minute part of what I know, and I don't know much. And since Keith passed, I really don't know much, which is why I'm looking for another job because I don't feel confident in my ability anymore after Keith passed, just because I went so numb that I can't really feel things. This is my truth. Yeah, I'm probably still in shock, but it is my truth. However, here's the best thing on planet Earth. Bobby kept saying to me, Sloan, bug the other lawyers to take Keithy's case. Bug. And I bugged. So here's what happened. Keithy's friend Maddie was at my chiropractor. Maddie goes to the chiropractor. So Maddie was there. I came in behind Maddie. Maddie was there the day before. And so I came in to see Gark, my chiropractor. So he's pulling my legs and he's doing, all of these things. And he's like, we're gonna get the feeling back in the back of your thighs because I was running up and down the mountain. And I'm like, oh my God, I have Apache tears. I love them. So anyway, we're running up. I mean, he's cupping my back. You can still see the cupping. He's doing all the cupping and he's doing all of that. And so he's asking me and I said, it's a second. Oh, thank you. I know, I don't even mean to say that. I just don't want to thank you for that. I just don't want you to, I hate going off because now it's redundant and it's bothering me. But here's the thing. So Garg's doing all of this and he's like, how are you? I go, it's the second anniversary of, it's the second anniversary of Keith's passing and I can't find a lawyer to finish what I need to have finished that I can afford. Garg says to me, Desert Rose is beautiful. Garg says to me, go talk to my friend down the hall. He will help you. So I make an appointment. Saturday night, he takes the wrongful death case. 2-year undermark. like you have statute of limitations, so he takes it. So I am so grateful. Bobby's total write-up of the entire thing, like Bobby's, what do you call it, report on Keith's death and what happened in every single interview and every single picture, her and Lucas, especially Bobby, for the hours that I could not afford had she not done that, all went to the lawyer. The lawyer has the case. It's being filed before the 29th. And it was absolutely, absolutely the best. The best. Your parents' name? I don't know what the fuck's wrong with Matthew tonight. Anyway, that's what happened. So thanks to Bobby. Oh my God. Yes. Sometimes venting does turn into rumination. I'm letting go of it now. It's coming up on the 2nd year. I have a huge hard time with it. I have a huge hard time that my child died and that my family was so blown up at the time. I have a lot of black tourmaline, and I have a huge hard time that my child's room was robbed while he was dead on the ground and in the morgue before I even got a chance to go take any mementos out of my child's room that I wanted. It was my son. They came out of my body. I had a real problem with that. I had a problem that his father said I didn't deserve it because I didn't live with him. But I didn't live with him because you're a fucking alcoholic and you were saying shitty things to me, fucktard. That's why I left. I had a problem with that. That's my problem. Okay, so yeah. And then I went and took, Keith used to take the shungite and put it in his water. I know he's wrong. Who robs a room? Who takes money? Stop taking it. Fucking rob your dead person's house. Fuck you. Fuck you, greedy ass motherfucker. Yes, he said I wasn't next of kin because I didn't count. And then I had to put a block on Keith's credit because you know they all fucking buying credit cards on Keith's name. Whatever that was. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter. Keith wasn't married. I was the next of kin. I identified the body of my child. Yes, exactly. Okay, there you go, Tall Oaks. That's wrong too. Totally wrong. Yes, rob only 5-star hotels. So Keith had these big water containers, like to collect, to put his water in so he could drink it, and then he would put it in. So when I went over to the house and I looked through his room after to take some t-shirts and stuff, I took what I could take. When I did that, I took one of the metal jars so I could put water in it and put it out under the full moon. And as I walked out of the house with it, John's like, "You're always stealing when you come in here." What? I asked if I could take, the only thing I took was a $20 container for water. For water. Yes, Keith is my son. Correct. And it's disgusting what happened. And it's disgusting. And don't think I'm not saying it. And thank God, Deanna, if I did not have Deanna, half of this shit I would think I was crazy. Because I documented it with Deanna and Lori and Brian and later on Bobby. But I documented with Deanna. Deanna heard tapes. Deanna heard shit. Thank fucking God. Because I can literally see how you would think you were crazy. And I had no one else to go to about my son because his father, I had no one else to go to. So, I tried to keep the peace. I tried to include him in everything, and I did. I got a bench for his son with you guys' help. I wouldn't have been able to pay for that. So that's on you guys. You got Keith's basic bench for every single one of his friends and all of those things. He's very disturbed. It was very disturbing. It was the most disturbing thing. I cannot even describe to you the rage. There. Look who's coming to say hi. I can't even describe to you. I can't even imagine murder victims' parents because they must be so fucking outraged that it must eat them alive. Oh, look. Mew. Hi. Hi. What you doing? She's going to start bathing for you guys. Bathing. So, yeah. No, my son was run off the road. Bobby and I kind of know what happened. We don't know how deliberate it was or the actions by the bike shop and then hitting the mailbox and stuff. But it was very interesting. I say this to say the hardest thing I've ever had to get over that. Yeah, I was warned. But I mean, you can't really, you can't really take someone off unless God is going to take them. So you can think you can murder and they will live, or it won't happen. So if it was Keith's exit date, which it shows up in his chart, it was his exit date. She's very big. So yeah, you can threaten us. We're not afraid of dying if that's a reverse threat. If people are saying I was warned, I'm telling you now, none of us care if we die, and I don't care. I don't care. So you can say whatever you want. But anyway, you've got to understand, Lula Kitty seems to go over there and watch spirits. She does, huh? I have to stop this. Look at, why the fuck is this crooked? I literally have to, thank you. No, I'm transparent. This shit happened to me. And thank God I have my friend on the phone. Kenna knows. Kenna knows. Kenna's the one that called me because she didn't know how to pick Jason up or how to get him in the house after the accident. She's the one that went out looking for him and found him because he didn't come back from the store. So that's where I got the call. So that's what's happening. This is the final thing. I literally was triggered tonight. I can't be told anymore that I didn't do anything in 33 years. I can't be told that. It's such bullshit. So I'm going to rag on him. I'm going to put a billboard up and say he's a fucking liar. If I have to pay for a billboard with his fucking face on it, that's what I'm going to fucking do. That'll be my final act of vengeance. That's what that will be. Yeah, exactly. It's very, no, it's very, very, very fucking hard to deal with. And it's very hard to realize the way you were treated after your child died by his father. I have no idea if Jason's okay or not. I have no idea. I attribute to the bench. I have no idea. I'm assuming he is. So I'm trying to ignore him. But I had to call him about his son. So I'm trying to ignore him. He is a liar. He's a thief and a liar. He's a thief and a fucking liar. He's lied the entire marriage. Go fund me billboard for John. Yes, he abused me. I know what it is. I know what went on. That's why I left. I fucking told him I'd leave. As I said, I got pregnant with Keith and I stayed in the marriage. No, Jason's not going to be able to deal with his emotions. And I've had the neighbor call me. Yeah, well, he can say whatever he wants. I actually don't like him at this point. I had my neighbor call me before Christmas last year when I was coming home in November or October from Palm Springs. And the neighbor called me that Jason was on the front yard sobbing and she didn't know what to do, right? She had no idea what to do because he was so distraught. And it's John who caused the distraughtment. Kenna called me. The neighbor called me. Kenna heard the conversation. The neighbor looked out her window and didn't know what to do. And this is caused by John. So John's going to attack whoever's there. Yes, Jason bought another motorcycle, correct. And it broke down. I went and picked him up and he got a car. So we agreed on that. We agreed he would get a car. That's it. That's all I can tell you. No, John probably won't die alone. His daughter will run in for the final goal. Like, yes. I don't know that they turn against me. They're just not talking to me. So yes, Jason got hit on his motorcycle the day after Keith died. Like the next day he got run over. Yeah, he made Jason cry. I mean, I don't know if I should say that, but that's what, Jason, of course, has taken my place. My mother, oh God. My mother, when she met Jason, in front of Keith, me, and John, Jason was sitting beside her, John beside Keith, and then me over here, my mom. And she looked at Jason and she looked at me and she's like, I don't like him. She said this at the fucking dinner table in a restaurant. I said, we can all fucking hear you. And then Keith pulled me aside. He's like, I don't like her. She said, because he reminds her of me. And John says the same shit. So Jason should watch. He actually should watch because he's not in a healthy situation. But yeah, seriously, this is how my mother was. This is how my mother was. So yes, exactly. Living free is fucking torture. It's hell. Do I think YouTubers should hide their activity? What do you mean? What do you mean their activity? You mean what they do on YouTube? Apparently, yeah, she is John. Who is John? Oh, my mother is John. Yes. John is my mother. Yes. Okay, Jana, you had the same thing happen? Disgusting. It's disgusting. I can't even tell you. And I've tried to remain friends with this man out of my own neediness, okay? Yeah, oh my God, out of my own neediness. So this tells you exactly. And here's where I'm going to put this to you. When John's a con artist, exactly. When you are adopted, this no matter how good your adopted family is, the fact that your actual Sloan, which mother? I'm talking about my adopted mother. Sorry, my adopted mother. My birth mother never took responsibility. She just showed up as an adult and showed up in my life, and I let her in until she pissed me off, and then I let her go. I'm not obligated to keep her in there. She was doing too much weed. I didn't like the way she was, that way. I don't know. I might have been too stubborn. I wasn't going to leave my kids, and that's a weakness. But I think the weakness starts when you're adopted, and I had nowhere to go. And I had no money to get out of there. So what can I tell you? I don't know if John's dying or not. I'm not God. And I have no idea. I don't know. What's your big three? What do you mean big three? Leo, Leo, Leo in the 12th, which is weakness. I have loaded 12th house, so it's Piscean. We can be stubborn, but all my Leo is in Pisces house, so I'm weak. And all my Cancer is in the Pisces house, so I'm weak, not strong. It's a Piscean influence. It's not typical Leo, but it is. You can tell I'm Leo, but it's all up in the 12th. So I have 6 planets in the 12th house. Gemini, Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. Exactly. So is your Moon in the 12th or the 1st? It makes a big difference. So I have Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. 3 of them in the 12th and the 2 conjunct. So I will write a book. Exactly. Pisces. What? What do you want to tell me? Just want to tell me something. Come here. Come here. Look. Come say hi. I'll be finished in a minute. Here's Lula. Lula. What's going on? Are you mad at mommy? What are you mad at? She's mad at mommy. I think she's super hungry. Yeah, see, what is with the stealing when you're dying? What is with the stealing? I'm March 3rd, Pisces. But Pisces can be very distracted. So you know that. 815. Yeah, a 78. I'm an 815 as well. Yeah, well, they might be living with them to get the house, which is why we're pushing the judge to split the property. So you are being rude to strippers tonight. No, Matthew, I'm not being rude to strippers tonight. Matthew, are you drunk? Because I can't deal with it. Yeah, no, it is. I think adoption sets you up for abuse because it sets you up for an abandonment trauma, and no one gets rid of the abandonment trauma. So when you're adopted, you're in a new family, but you're not their family. So there's always a trauma with why am I adopted? Yeah, exactly. I have no idea what anybody would do or wouldn't do. I can't, after what's been done, I'm sorry, I can't gauge anybody. I have no idea. I just know that I'm going to court as soon as I can get to court. So we're petitioning the court to go to court. And you can't really get a house if you're not divorced because it's the spouse's house. So, and the marriage supersedes wills. So you can't really do that, but so I doubt that's what's going on. I mean, maybe he's telling them that in their crazy heads, but tell me something, Sloan. I was adopted too. Yeah, I think it sets you up for an abandonment issue. I think it sets you up. I don't think the parents intended to be that, but I do think it sets you up for abandonment because your own biological family, for whatever the reason, you're thrust into another family. So it can, everybody is here. Keith wouldn't have a bench without that. I wouldn't know what happened to my son if I didn't have Bobby. I would not know. With each and every psychic on here, each and every person, the gratitude is immense. I don't know why. I mean, I just can't even tell. I can't even tell you. I would know nothing, and I'd probably be not here if I didn't know something. At least like when Bobby helping me gave me something to focus on, to look forward to get the answers. Thank God. I don't know what parents do that don't have that. Yeah, abandonment. That's what I'm saying, Lee. If your mom isn't around, you're going to have an abandonment issue. Yes, I'm not saying adopted parents aren't awesome, but I'm saying regardless of that, every single human who isn't adopted knows why they look like they do and why they have the predilection to respond in certain ways the way that they do, okay? Adopted children can be in the best families, but they're different, period. They come from a different strand of thought and energy. So they don't fit into their adopted family. Even if they do fit into their adopted family, it's not their biological family, and there is a difference. And people need to acknowledge that. They literally need to acknowledge that. Because people say, no, but I'm a good adopted parent. No one's saying you're not. What they're saying, 200 pounds of ugly fat. But you can go in your family and you can look at your hair color, your eye color, and you can go, that's why I look like I do. That's why I like to knit. That's why I like to run. When I found out in my adopted family, they have a bunch of athletes in the family, professional athletes that play professional sports. I was like, oh, this makes sense. I'm not that great at it, but it has nothing to do with the way I was raised. It's my gene pool in that sense. So yes, energetically, you're born into your family and you're adopted a birth daughter and went to a wonderful family. Yes, I'm not saying they don't. It's not about wonderful or not. I'm telling you, anybody who's adopted looks in the mirror and knows they do not look like their adopted family. They look in the mirror and they know that that person is not their biological parent. And they do know there's a difference. No matter what you tell me, I've been it. You can, maybe you adopted your kid out for whatever reason, and it's a very valid reason. I'm saying the adopted child looks in the mirror and feels differently. You might go to a family that's like this, and you're like this, and they know it. And when you tell them they're adopted, because that's the right thing to do, because they'll feel it, so you don't really want to keep that a secret. But when you tell them they're adopted, then they're like, how come my family didn't want me? And that sets them up for emotions. And unless you're adopted, you don't get that. But no one ever talks about that. No one ever talks about that. So until people acknowledge, yes, you give your kid up. That's great. You're doing what you feel is best. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. You do what's best, obviously, right? But the child still knows that that parent did not raise them and why. That's an abandonment issue, regardless of how they're taken care of. I don't care what the reason is they're given. It's an abandonment issue. Your own family didn't keep you, period. For whatever reason. You may justify the reason later on as the adopted person because you understand it. But when you're a child, I'm straight up telling you, you're not going to understand it. That's just the way it is. That's it. It's not a bad thing. It's an okay thing, right? Yeah, there's no... Yes, thank you. Oh my God. There you go, Bridget. You can give your family... Sure, my parents looked great on paper. Super great on paper. She's going out to see who's in the front yard. There's a boy kitty that comes looking for her out here. So it can, yes, it can create anger issues. It can be a huge problem. It's an abandonment issue. That's the first trauma. I'm not saying it's intentional trauma. No one's blaming the parent for giving the child up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a trauma there for whatever reason. Period. Yes, he's a permanent resident. There's a trauma there. So the trauma that is there is the problem. Then the trauma that's there, if you go into your adopted family, whatever that is, whatever you, because all families have issues, you're going to carry that. Then you're going to marry it, and it's ongoing snowball. Now, if you happen to be adopted into a crazy ass family, or an alcoholic or a drug addicted family, or a family where you end up in foster care again, such as my case, it's going to cause trauma. And then you're going to marry trauma. I know she has a boyfriend out there. So that, yes, it's connected to Bobby. Bobby did the research on it. Yes, that's Bobby's case. So that's a problem. So when, and I'm screaming at the thing again. So then you're going to marry it. And it's, yes, there's trauma. Everybody has trauma. So what the goal is in this life is to let go of trauma. Yeah, poor Bobby. Bobby did me the greatest service a human. She took the time to grab my attention, and then she followed through. No, he can't. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that to him. Come on. Bobby followed through with absolutely everything. Not only did she step forward, she followed through and remains my friend till this day right now. So I am so grateful. And for every single person on here, I have every beautiful letter. I say that all the time. Yeah, well, you have to get rid of the ego. It's extremely hard, though. We all have ego. Yeah, shooting everyone by boys with three names. Wait, shooting, I don't understand. Boys with three my parents' trauma. Yes, that's family patterning or situational trauma. Yeah, she did. She wanted to let you know, Jana. Yeah, Bobby was I'm so grateful. Of course he will. That's why I'm trying to get the thing signed. Exactly. Of course John will do that. They fuck you over. That's his goal. Yes. Yes. I have great friends. Terrible family I married into. Whatever, we all do it. There's way worse than what I'm describing. Except that after Keith died, to experience that was horrific for me. And I will say I had one friend who's no longer a friend, who when I called her to tell her coming home from my son dying on the road, I called the friend to tell her, and here's what she said. She commented on what her sibling commented on my Facebook about the masks. She wanted to know why I didn't want people to wear masks. I told you that Keith just died, that you've known since he was in my stomach, and that's what you chose to say? What the fuck is that? Oh, you were adopted within the family. Then that might be a little bit different. That's a different situation. Yeah, that's a different situation. I don't know if it is. You should tell me. So the goal is for myself. I would either be thrilled. Wait, hold on a second. I didn't read this. I would be thrilled to be your mom. Oh, thank you. That's so nice, Nancy. I'm getting moms at 56. I'm super excited. No, I'm over the mom trauma now. I just got to get over the Keith trauma. I don't know. Does it look like I know how to let go of trauma? I don't know how to let go of trauma. I'm having trauma right now. So I'm feeling like to get rid of trauma, and I'm a work in progress. But to get rid of trauma, I think you have to forgive yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing. And I think God is the only person. I'm in the process. I do speak my trauma. I can't keep it secret anymore. I can't keep it secret. It's just a thing. But I don't want to keep expressing it on here. So I do have post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm having it publicly. So I'm not wanting to do that. I'm wanting to actually bring valuable information in a different way. That's what I'm trying to do. I know Bobby was the best. Keith, I can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe it. Yes, it's possible. Yes, of course it's possible. Sloan, can you stop talking to him? Yes, I have to. So I do have to. Absolutely. Yes, of course. Of course I have to stop doing it. That's on me. I stupidly called again. Dumbass called. Yeah. Okay. He's a major asshole. Major. Oh, somebody's calling me for dinner. It's Kitty. Let's get some sleep and get some rest. Poor Matthew. I'm on Team Stripper Matthew. I'm sorry. I've missed all of this. Yeah, she's toxic. She's toxic as fuck. Who else gives stepmommy? Who gives her younger stepmommy a garter belt and a bra and stockings, and in front of the whole dinner table says you can wear this to bed with my dad? Why would you know that, you stupid bitch? Okay, now I'm ranting again. I'm going to write that in a book because that is so fucking disgusting. Anyway, I will stop. All of us have, apparently our whole channel has this. Yeah, it is. She's very hungry. I'm trying not to pay his bills. I'm trying. I'm in the same situation. He feels I owe him, so I'm trying to be fair. I'm just trying to be fair. That's all I'm trying to do is be fair, honestly. I am going to write a book. Can you pay I wasn't married to you, not the father of my kids, April. Yes, I don't know if Keith was Jimmy reincarnated. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but it could very well be. I don't know where Keithy came from. I don't know if it would be that because no, Keith came through. I kind of have a feeling I know who Keith is, but I'm not sure. I feel like you do owe somebody after you've been with that, but that's just me. I try to treat them fairly so I can bow out the way. Everyone calm down. We will meet. I'm just trying not to rant. I can't come on here and rant. I can't come on here and do it anymore. It's enough. I'm sick now of myself. Okay, there you go. Exactly. Okay, I've got to go, you guys. Lula is super hungry. Keith wouldn't be Jimmy. Yeah, that's two different. I feel like it is because Keith didn't die till after Jimmy was born. So yeah, but I do feel like I know who Keith was, but I don't know. But I feel like I know. Okay, you guys, I really must apologize for my rant. I'm so sorry. Focus on anything good I said that wasn't ranting. Okay, bye, you guys. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to get help tonight. Help for myself. Bye, you guys. It's global warming's fault. Okay, bye.